Yo, what's going on, cool? What y'all know good about it? What's going on this afternoon? Let's get you on up in here. Y'all come on in, come on in. We're gonna give you time to wipe your feet off on the rug. Got a couple things to holler at you about today. We're gonna get into it. Give y'all a little bit to get in. What's going on? See you there, CJ Issue. What's going on? Wiley, what's going on? Starting to see everybody pop up in here. Let's get into it. No doubt. Man, let me hit a little bit about those joint practices and stuff. They got one with old Aaron Rodgers with the Jets. That said they're gonna have three this year. I think we had two last year. Got one with the Giants, and I think it's gonna be the Colts again. But we're gonna get into that a little bit. We're gonna get a little bit of these OTAs. We hit on a little bit last night, but not only Bryce Young, he ain't the only person we drafted. That Mingo pick for me, like I said, that was a big pick. I like Mingo, man. I like his attitude. I like Jamie Robinson's attitude. Those two guys, I think, are gonna be real good players for us. I think those boys are gonna get on the field sooner than expected, just because of their physicality and overall attitude in the game. You can't duplicate that. You can't you know if it's not there because when they get in that game type situation, the game speed and everything look like a deer in the headlights. But these guys want it, man. They got a hunger. Jamie Robinson, man, he don't like. He's one of those people that don't like where he was drafted at. He think he should have been drafted higher. He's got that proverbial chip on his shoulder. What everybody want to say. But this guy think he is a premier cornerback, safety, whatever defensive back. He plays big. He comes on at moment. Um, I think they're gonna have to create packages and situations for this guy because I don't think he's gonna be denied to getting on that field. And let's don't get it twisted, y'all. That's where we have had most of our injuries in that defensive backfield because we got a guy called Dante Jackson. And like him or love him or not, he's been hurt damn near every year except for maybe just there coming out his rookie year, maybe 2 years coming out his rookie year. And then we'll talk a little bit about the regime changes. Because when I just spoke on Dante Jackson is one of the last of what, about four of, say, Ron Rivera players. So every time you come in, don't get it twisted. Unless these guys are Pro Bowler superstars, and then if they're even that, you got to think about the cap, contract issue, how much the market is dictating that you got to pay these guys. So team can't survive. That's why the draft is so important. That's why keeping players until I guess you got to get rid of them where they don't have any. If they're stretching us out too far on a contract, team friendly deal or whatever, ever how you want to see it. These guys want to. Oh, I want to end my career as a Panther, or I want to go down here and get the bag, or I want to play for championships. I want to play for chips because it's a business first, then the love of the game. Business comes back in it because these are this guy's livelihood. That's just like me and you going to work. I want if I'm going to work, I want to make the maximum money out there as possible. I'm not going to sit there and work for nobody for free or pretty much give them a deal if it ain't worth it. If I don't see something, people give us a deal like say Shaq Thompson. I'm jumping from player to player, but let's just say Shaq. He knows, okay, I can potentially end my career right here. The trade value for him is not like, he was going to get cut. So he had to extend his shit. and give us a team-friendly deal to stay here and be a Panther. That worked out for us because now we got a linebacker at the value of his play, which turned out good for us. He ain't no world beater no more. The contract was not worth what he was giving us. Dante Jackson the same way. He's been getting hurt. What we're paying him to sit on the sideline with jogging pants on or a sweatsuit is not what he's giving us. Now, when he was Action Jackson, coming in the league, getting an interception, unit speed, running people down, and he didn't, and I say, skill set far as sitting there learning this because he leaned on his speed and athletic ability. Now, the nigga got a nose for the ball, but his feet is just terrible, y'all. These motherfuckers, they got a like Deion Sanders feet. Like Deion Sanders had a surgery on his toes and stuff like that. Dante Jackson got the same thing going on. A lot of the speed guys, they do have those lower extremity, ankle, toes, turf toe type, you know what I'm saying, knees and shins and all kinds of lid sprints and all type of that stuff going on. Speed guy, got to cut, you got to move, you're hopping on that. I mean, you're doing a lot of shit, man, on your joints. But if this guy gets hurt, you will see a player like Jamie Robinson, those type of guys going in. It's some of these cats that like we invited as undrafted free agents. They probably won't even make it to Wofford or wherever they're going to do the camp at. Even in these 7-on-7, they didn't fit the part. And that's almost like we were saying last night. You know, we got looked at saying, you know, vanilla kind of walk through stuff. These guys are given the book when you draft them. And pretty much it's like, okay, let's just say I got a book. I don't really know. I haven't been to a pro camp. But let's just say it was something like you get the book, and the book tells you from A to Z what we expect in mini camp, rookie mini camp at that. So it's going to be a little bit more holding your hand, I would think, and bring you through this camp. Now the next camp, I'm not going to be there to hold your hand. It's like the first day of anything. We're going to be pointing out classes for you to go to, whatever. Now, this time I feel like you had a little bit of time between, you had a little time, you see how it is, you got a taste of what it is, bam. Start to acclimate your ass in. You got to start picking up shit fast. That's why some rookies you don't see pick every day. Game one. And then when they do get in that game one, it's called they special. And then it's still certain situations that they're in because they don't have the grasp of everything. It is a jump from college to the NFL. Significant jump. Don't get it twisted. Anything that you go into, you say you go from a worker to some type of management, upper level management, you start getting privy to a lot of more things, a lot of other situations, a lot of different keys or tumbles get ready to turn in your life. And that's how this is. High school to college to the NFL. Oh man, the different level it's crazy because now you got interviews going to the podium. You got all different types of stuff, man. Like I think the Panthers are doing one right now. I have to go watch that later on. But it's probably Frank Retch again, maybe Bryce Young speaking, maybe I don't know, David Tepper, Scott, somebody. But you see, they starting to ramp that up where they doing the camp competitions and all that stuff every day, every other day, because you want to get some type of news out there of how these guys are progressing. And right now, we know Bryce Young going to camp. We know Mingo going to camp. We know DJ Johnson going to camp. We know Jamie Robinson's going to camp. Chandler Savada, we know he's going to camp. But who got, I don't know, seventh round pick, 13 undrafted free agents? Man, the guy from Appalachian State, the big back, his name slipped me. I'll look it up in a minute. But he'll probably go to camp. From my understanding, they're liking this guy, big body, red zone threat. That's what we need. I've heard a couple more things in camp, but we probably talk about them a little later. So, Pop, how you feeling there, brother?
Good afternoon, man. I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling really good.
Okay,
Yeah, man.
okay.
This is what I call part one. Well, no, you know what? I say A2 because A1 has already
Hmm.
happened.
Okay, okay,
So the first installment already happened. That was the walkthrough. You
okay.
know, they got paid to walk through. Yeah. So now it's time for people they about to find out what they made of now. Because you was in Charlotte, doing your walkthroughs and your 1-2 step. This is how the play run. And hold on, let me stop you here. When you go out this way, you need to cut a little bit to the left. They every time a play they did something, they stopped them. They ain't gonna be doing too much of that. Now you got
Hmm.
to go down here to Spartanburg, where you outside. Now people say we outside. Yeah, y'all gonna be outside.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Yeah. You gonna be on that fresh grass. You gonna be sleeping in them dorms. It's gonna make you
That
feel
heat.
like college, but that heat, that heat, whew, ain't nothing like that Carolina heat, boy. It's different. Some of these
It
guys
is
ain't never played in that type of heat. The Florida
in
boys,
that type of
they'll be
environment.
okay. Yeah, Alabama,
Hmm.
he gonna be all right. But the other ones, it's about to get you there. You're gonna see if you really hydrate, and there's multiple ways to hydrate. Are you really hydrated? Are you in shape? Did you come prepared? So yeah,
Pop, what's that guy that came? What's his name? Come from the XFL?
his
Uh,
name was Antoine. Oh my God, Antoine. I forgot his last name. I think he's a defensive tackle. I don't know much
no,
about him though. I was
no,
trying. I
no.
was
It was a wide receiver.
from the XFL.
Yeah.
I ain't hear about that. I heard about the D
It's,
tackle they just
I don't know.
signed.
Actually, the guy he played, he played in the league before, kind of like a PJ
Oh,
Walker sort.
oh, oh,
Got
Austin Pro.
not pro. We had another XFL guy too,
That was
but this guy,
that was a corner. Wasn't that elder
no,
corner elder?
he played linebacker and he played receiver before. Um, they tell you what he did. He changed jerseys because see he's trying to make the team right. So he tried out. He was in. There's so many receivers. Y'all don't know because see that just tells you some receivers is gonna get cut, bruh. Right?
Uh,
So he's in the receiving room, and then so after he did his receiving stuff, he put on number 99 or something like that, number 90 something. This was a story that came out of camp, and then he did some linebacker stuff,
so
trying to be a depth piece or make special teams.
Lauren just said Gary Jennings.
Gary, it might have been Jennings. It might have been Gary Jennings.
I
What?
don't
Who
know
did he
anything
play
about him.
for? Who did he play for? Yeah, this was something that happened in camp. Who did he play for the Texans or somebody one time? Or he came in for the Texans. He might have made the Texans roster. But
Mm-mm.
this guy,
You teaching me?
yeah, I don't know if he I just got a bit of it the day I was listening to something else. Actually I was listening to 99 the fan and while I was coming to work. And I was thinking that was interesting right there. But see, these are the type of players that's trying their ass off to make these teams. And
Yeah,
I don't
that's
think
pretty
this guy
cool.
even make camp. Yeah, but I don't think he'll still make camp though, bruh. But like I said, the wide receiving room right there. That tells you that it's getting ready to be a dog fight in that wide receiving room because
Yeah, I mean,
we got enough bodies in there.
there's if you think all together, there's about somewhere around 12 wide receivers all together without anybody being cut yet. It's about 12.
Mm-hmm. About
You
12.
got we already know Mingo's a lock, Terrace Marshall's a lock, uh, Thielen's a lock, and DJ Chark's a lock. That's your four.
Mm-hmm.
And then you got Chenault, you got Shy Smith, you got Josh Van, you got what's the two other guys? I can't think of their names. So you got
Oh, they talking
right
about
around like
that Preston Williams
you got
and the
Preston Williams. There's about three more. So you got around about 10 wide receivers. Now I don't believe they're gonna carry 10. You got Shaw Smith. I don't believe they're gonna carry 10 wide receivers. I mean, yeah, you can't carry 10 wide receivers on your roster. But I do believe they'll bring in six. I think they'll hold on to six. But that wide receiver room versus the DB room is gonna be crazy. Like I said, some of these guys that their title name is safety, they gonna be playing corner. They gonna be playing corner. So it's gonna be
yeah, cause
that's a hard room to get in.
hey, they got some bodies in there, man. I didn't know that we had that many till I started looking at it. And then when I heard what my man was talking about Julio on 99 the fan, that's a local Raleigh channel, and he was saying that this guy here, I didn't catch the name of this guy, so and I was trying to go back and catch the name up, but like I said, I'm listening to it on the radio. But he said, like you said, that was kind of cool story. Said the guy, he's a wide receiver, and he done played in the league, and he played in the XFL. See, that's gonna be another thing too, man. That's a whole nother topic right there about these XFL players or these guys that say um had they had a chance at league, might have done went to two different teams or something like that, right? And then they do a little stint in the XFL, come back. Like I said, I keep saying a PJ Walker story. Because he's probably been the one that had the most success out of there, right? If you would I mean think about it.
Yeah.
You can't really I can't nobody else, you know what I'm saying, jumps in my mind other than PJ Walker. Cause what? PJ was on a roster for about like 3 years, an
Yep.
active roster for like 3 years, and he got some starts and some wins. So
Yeah,
I
he was
say
the
PJ,
MVP. He was the MVP of the
yeah,
XFL.
yeah. I say PJ probably was that'd be like a using the XFL like a developmental league or something like that, you know. But this guy, I think it was Houston, he said, and then the guy went to the XFL. Then he just came here to this mini camp here and tried out. And he went in. He's a receiver, but
Mm.
he played the linebacker in college as well.
Well, you know
And
what's
then,
unique about that though that you cannot put against these XFL players is that when you if you get an XFL player on your team, he's already in shape because he just stopped playing not too long ago. He
oh
already
yeah,
in shape.
yeah.
He already in game shape. He good to go.
But see, once again, and then just saying, put another little tidbit in it. Do you see how you think? Okay, well, that's still professional football, right? Man, do you see the jump
Yeah,
from the NFL to the motherfucking XFL to
it's a
whatever?
huge
And these
jump.
guys still can't make a team? This is what I'm trying to tell you. You just say, oh man, well, this guy played at this place right here in college, or this guy here played in the SEC, and this guy played in the Pac 10, and whatever. That don't make a fuck. This is the NFL. It's still a transition, bro. It's still a jump. It's not like just saying, "Oh, this guy played here, so he's." Now you got well, you got to be a special type of player just to come in day one and you able to dominate. You just your athleticism and your fire and you know what I'm saying, what it is for the game. That's where your generational talent and all that should come in. You day one starter. Uh,
Yeah.
don't have vanilla type packages for you, or even say if you okay, just say you're edge rusher and
Hmm.
you just come in on passing down, or you're a defensive end, you just come in and set the edge, on different running plays, and you might take in, 20, 30 snaps in a game or something like that. You just coming in on special set as a rookie, or you got certain downs as a running back, as a wide receiver, or as a whatever. Um, Evaluating. You remember when they try to evaluate the dumb motherfucker evaluated Icky and talking about he can start as a guard and then we bring him in as a tackle. But no, this guy started tackle day one against Miles Garrett, bruh. You understand what I'm saying? Now he have the best of games? Did he light it up? No. But as the year went on, getting into the shit, still went up against some of the best of the NFL and graded out PFF at like a 91. Bro, we struck gold on that guy. You know what I'm saying? Generational talent. I go ahead and throw that out there for him. But some of these guys, man, some of these other positions, I don't know. And I ain't gonna touch on the thing where they say, okay, we might not start Bryce first game in Atlanta. I'm not even going there. But do y'all see how hard it is? That's why I say I don't really just give anybody anything like, oh man, he come out of college, he getting ready to be the man, he getting ready to do this. You can't give it to these guys like that. You got to see what the
Yeah,
product is on the field or the play on the field. You got to see. I mean, cause they got to show you because it's a jump. It's a jump. Football, but it's still a jump.
yeah, and I think that's what a lot of people get confused about when they listen to you. I think they think that you uh are trying to be negative, but you're not being negative. You're just calling it how it is. Like,
Yeah,
we like them. Yeah, we want the best for them, but we haven't seen them do absolutely nothing yet. So
not
we
in the
can't
NFL.
we can't. Everybody's excited about at least one or two people. We ain't seeing if it's translated on the field yet. So we got to pump our brakes. You ever heard, like, I used to get mad at myself because I used to get super excited about something I had planned, and
Yeah,
then
yeah.
it never fell through.
It didn't pan out. It
It
didn't
didn't
pan
pan
out.
out, and
Like,
I'm mad at
yeah,
myself
yeah,
because I done
yeah.
got all excited and planned it out, thinking it was gonna work, and it didn't even go through the way I wanted
Hey,
to. So
I'm gonna tell you, Pop. I'm gonna tell you when we got our team. Really, all right, okay. Two of 'em right now. It was Terrace Marshall and motherfucking YGM, bro. You know what I'm saying? It
yeah,
was Terrence Marshall and YGM. When we picked YGN, and I was like, "Oh shit, we got our defensive end." You know what I'm saying?
I was the same way.
And I was looking like, "Hey, okay." I was looking at stuff for Penn State, then I started looking at stuff for him. Big dude. This and that. I like, oh man, yeah, he can sit it. I was thinking 1 year. You know what I mean? Or
Hmm.
mid-season, start coming in and start raising all types of hell. And
Yeah.
look at it. You see what I'm saying? Terrence Marshall catching shit with one hand and shit like that and all kinds of stuff. And then you seen his numbers over Jefferson and over
Mm.
Jamal Chase till he got hurt. And then it's been injury after injury after it. And it took the third year for us to see a flash of what we seen in LSU.
Well, I knew with him when they drafted, I said, hey, the Saints wanted him. We went up and snatched him, but they said that he was injured. So I was like, okay, we're getting him, but he can potentially, once he get healthy, he can get his body right. He could be dangerous. So his first year, I knew we weren't really gonna see him. His second year, okay, now he's gotten a little healthier. He's only 20 years old. 21,
Mm-hmm.
because he's only 22, y'all. Yeah, this is another thing I gotta look at.
Yeah.
He's only
This guy come out
22,
as a sophomore. And
and
that's
he's
all
been
I
on the
give
team
him.
for 2 years. So first year injured, he was 19. I mean, 20. Last year he was 21. He just turned 22. So so now he's learned, while what I'm saying, getting his body healthy and getting some experience, sitting there getting mental reps. First year, second year actually got go out there and get physical reps, and then he had 26 catches, 490 yards. That's not bad. That's not bad. Imagine he get 20 more catches. He's gonna hit 800.
Mm-hmm.
And which will
But
put
see,
him
this is the
40
thing.
catches a year.
Okay, this is the thing I say again though, Pop. Regime changes.
Right. Yeah, let's go back there.
Ron Rivera regime change.
Hmm.
Okay. So who do we have right now in the Ron Rivera regime?
So you
Brian
got
Burns,
Brian Burns, yep.
Dak, Dak Thompson,
Mm-hmm.
Dante Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Still scanning the field. Taylor Moton.
I think that's it.
Yeah, that's it. Cause Christian gone. Yeah, that's it. So you got from that whole regime. Now, unless you're looking at, I don't know if anybody's on special teams or whatever, or some kind of guy that's just been sliding through on the practice team or whatever.
Nah,
But you got four
I ain't-
players.
yeah.
You got four players left over from that whole regime. Cause when they came in, make no mistake, when your boy and them came in, they got rid of some players from the Yanks. Some of our so-called legends and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
They made sure they targeted them guys and got them out the door.
Yeah,
Okay?
they wanted to be young and athletic. That's what
Yeah.
they mindset was. We want to come in here and be a fast, young, athletic defense.
hmm and so now we're doing the same thing over again. Because if you look from this last regime, and it ain't even been a year removed, you don't. It said we're gonna keep these core pieces and we're gonna get rid of these guys. And we've already went to free agency and got some players that they like.
Mm-hmm.
Now their deals, like I said, are top ended. They're top loaded deals. Meaning, if you do get rid of these motherfuckers in a year, 2 years, we're not gonna carry a lot of dead cap money.
Yeah,
Going
one or
into
two
that next.
million. Nothing
Yeah,
too crazy. Be a
nothing too
couple
crazy.
million. Yeah.
Uh-huh. So that they already planning on making a chess move to say we getting ready to get rid of all this shit from that previous regime.
Yep.
We starting over. Fire sale.
And
Goes back
and
to my point I try to make, rebuild.
and not picking up people's 5th-year options.
Not picking up people fifth year options on a YGM,
Yep. C.J.
CJ Henderson.
Henderson.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then hell, in a little while it'll be a Terrace Marshall if he don't show us something.
Yeah, he gonna show some this year. I believe he will. And the reason why I got all faith in him because what Thielen said. When what Thielen said, I said, "Oh yeah, if Thielen's co-signing on him, and he can take what Thielen can show him, and mix that with his game being healthy. Ooh,
hmm
that's a dangerous wide receiver. Speed, size, and can run
And
routes.
but see, my
Man,
thing,
listen.
see, like I say, my thing with him is that if we seen, and I'm not taking, I say only take say 50% of this, maybe 60, 65 at the highest, saying what he did at LSU before he
Mm-hmm.
got hurt and
Mm-hmm.
who he was ahead of. The two of arguably the best wide receivers in the league right now.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Not no slouches, not no bums.
Mm-hmm.
He was ahead of.
Yep. Yep. He was. And I think he'll get there. He just had to get healthy. He's still body still growing, still maturing, learning the game. Hey, look at the quarterbacks he had. You know what I mean? So I mean, look,
Exactly.
hey,
Exactly.
he,
That's
he
why
he's he'll be all right.
I that's why I give him that's why I'm gonna give him the time, but I can't give him we can't give him no more than this year because see you got to still factor in it's a business and you got to factor in the regime change though. You understand what I'm saying? That's the two that's the two things he's got working against him right now. You know what I mean? How long is this regime gonna give it to him and that's not their and he's not their guy?
I think 2 years. I'm gonna tell you why because if DJ Chart don't make it work, then they're not gonna get rid of both of them. And there's nobody, and they're not gonna get rid of Mingo. Mingo, I don't think is gonna push him out the way. He might just take
Mm-hmm.
more. So let's say just hypothetically speaking, let's say
Okay.
DJ Chart don't pan out. Okay, well then at least you got Hayden Hurst, Terrace Marshall Jr., you got Mingo. And so then you go in the draft and go get you another wide receiver that fill in that spot that DJ Chark uh, is missing. But
Okay.
I
But
don't think they
okay.
would get rid of Terrence Marshall because he's still underneath the rookie deal too as well.
Yeah.
So
But see,
you get him
okay.
for the low.
and that goes back to them signing these free agent deals. We're gonna say that you just struck on it too. Okay, you said DJ Chalk. What is DJ
Mm-hmm.
Chalk on?
A 1 year deal.
A 1 year prove it deal.
Prove
Prove
it
it
deal.
deal.
And they
Yeah.
got something else in the contract where if he does a great job, no other team can grab him. They have first
Mm-hmm.
dibs on him.
Exactly. To throw him some money out there that he really can't. So you see what I'm saying? They playing chess moves. Like I'm telling you, they playing chess moves. They're covering their ass in case this, in case that, in case that. Just like you just said. If Marshall becomes a Marshall's a monster. You see what I'm saying? And then Mingo steps up there. Let's say if we just use a number, and Q said last night that Terrace Marshall got to have 700. Some people want to say 800. Okay, let's say both of them got 800, right? Let's say both of them got 800. What do you do? What do you do with Chalk then?
You sign him to another 3 year deal. Cause see,
If
Chark
uh
is
huh.
what 20. He not a young cat. He's not
Well,
super
that's what I'm
young.
saying though, Pop.
But
If
let me
if
see.
Mingo if Mingo got 8, if Mingo comes out here his rookie year and gets 8, and then Terrence Marshall gets you 8, you still say you signed
Oh, you ain't gonna need. You ain't gonna need DJ.
you ain't gonna need Chalk then.
I mean,
That
you ain't gonna
that's
need
what I'm
DJ.
saying. Yeah.
Uh,
So you see how they cover their ass? That's what I'm saying.
we're in a good situation. I mean, this is one of the best. Could be one of the best wide receiver cores we've seen in a long time. To be honest with you,
If it pans out.
if everybody healthy and pans out, and if they can keep that nucleus together, because you don't have to pay Mingo no time, you ain't got to pay Terrence Marshall no time soon, and you just pay DJ Chark. You straight. You can pay DJ Chark and then rework his contract 2 years later.
Uh-huh.
Could then Terrence Marshall be coming up for his contract.
Then he'll be coming up for his contract. See, but you don't want to
Exactly.
say
So
okay.
you can keep all of them together if
Some
you
but
wanted
some,
to.
I look at it and say no, somebody got to go by that time. You you would think because you're not gonna go into no years paying two wide receivers, you know what I'm saying, no big money,
Well,
not unless they was
that's when you can lose. That's when you lose your tight end, Hayden Hurst. You know what I'm saying? You'll draft your tight end by then and
well,
get Hayden
okay.
Hurst out of here
Okay, let's say it like this.
and go rookie deal with that.
If Bryce Young if Bryce Young is who he's supposed to be, right? And he's carving up defenses and distributing the ball. Everybody eating around the board, right? Okay,
Yeah.
so would you want to have two or three type go get it wide receivers that could? We got some guys that could work the slot, some guys that can hit the middle of the field, some guys that can take the top off of. It.
Right.
I mean, so let's just say he's carving it up, throwing it everywhere, and you right. So now I'm looking at it. You got to have a tight end as well in that mix,
Mm-hmm.
running back. Because I said I didn't want to get into no Bryce Young shit. God damn.
Yeah, we'll leave it alone then. Don't touch it. Don't touch it. Don't touch it.
Nah, I mean, well, okay, yeah, just say he distributed the ball like that. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
He distributed the ball
he's distributing the
because
ball.
I ain't gonna get into the rest of the stuff. I'm gonna just say he distributed the ball. So three wide receivers or two nice ones like a Mingo and a Terrence Marshall, what it could be. Or do you sign that chart or do you go out and draft another by this
Well,
time
okay,
in 2020? That'll be
2025.
2025
Right.
and we don't have a second round pick, right? In 2025. We don't have a first round pick next year, 2024, second round pick 2025. We can get a now, we probably won't get a first, but we could probably finagle some shit to get us a second. We'll get so we
Yeah.
might have a loaded clip going into 2025.
Yeah. I think 2025 we're gonna have some picks. And then but that being said though, if you look at for a prime example at like New Orleans Saints wide receiver room, they got all type of weapons. So they're not scared to have a fully staffed a whole bunch of wide receivers in they holster, bro. Because as many weapons they can put out on the field, that's what they gonna
Hmm.
do.
That's what
And
they're
if you
gonna
can
do.
go firepower to firepower, shoot, y'all just neutralized each other. Now it's coming down to your defense.
Well, I guess you have to do that because now to suit Bryce Young's skill set, you have
You
to
gotta
have
keep
that
you
misstep.
gotta keep
Yeah,
weapons.
yeah, yeah. So I mean, so that's something to look at. And I'll be honest with you, because I didn't want him, and I studied this game and looked at it or something like that. Now to sit there and dissect it and say, saying what he needs and this and that, I didn't want him. It took me by surprise for us picking him. Y'all know that. You know what I'm saying? I didn't want him, so I hadn't really looked at the best thing he could do for us and the weapons that we could put around him. But now, if we did do that, I do see those guys making the team
Mm-hmm.
and being, you know,
Productive.
productive. Yeah, productive. Just by saying any means, just say productive. Yeah, and
Yeah.
and and everybody having a good, I mean, eating basically.
Yeah, because it's gonna be. It's not like you can really double team. Like even this year, even with Bryce coming out for his rookie years, whether he starts or if he comes in at game five, wherever he come in,
Hmm.
there's no way you could double team anybody with those four weapons out there at the same time.
Hmm.
You can't. You got to play man. You have to man up. So that means your wide receiver got to win on their routes.
Uh huh.
That means the offense got to scheme, you know, great against these defenses. But there's no way you're gonna have a DJ Chart, a Terrace Marshall Jr., a Hayden Hurst, and an Adam Thielen out there at the same time, and then Mingo come in every once in a while. Chanel come in every once in a while. You're not gonna be able to
Well,
do. You're not gonna be able to
okay.
stop all them guys.
I'm
There's
glad you say Chenault. I think if Chenault makes this team, it will be as a kickoff returner right now. Him and Shy Smith. I think it would
true.
be a special on special team.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, Chanel only getting a 16, 1,680,000 some thousand.
Uh huh.
Shy probably not even touching nowhere close to that. He's probably somewhere 300,000, somewhere around there, like 500,000. And
Uh huh.
you still got Bird there. So I'm just wondering if Bird gonna make the team? Is Shy gonna make the team? Like there's some this wide receiver room. I'm telling you, it's so deep. Somebody is losing their job.
Yeah, because
Not to
see,
be
like you
funny at it,
just
because it
said,
don't feel good to lose your job. But in
yeah.
a competitive, when you think about competitive sport, they want to put the best out there. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
You got Lil Bird and Lil Shy battling it out. But lo and
Okay.
behold, they don't know there's a Josh Van sitting here trying to creep up to take their job from them. And then
Yeah.
Chenault, he on a 1 year deal, just like Demir Bird is. You like, well, hold up. I'm bigger, faster. I can do what y'all do too. So that's a four
Hmm.
man battle. You got to keep your eyes out on those four guys right there.
Yep, the four mids, the four mid levels.
You know, you still got
And
Yes,
that.
see,
sir.
You still got that running back, Vaughn. I forgot his first name, but he's our fourth string running back. Cameron Peoples coming in. He gonna push him
Peoples,
out the yeah. Cameron Peoples.
Peoples is going to make this team.
He that's what I'm
Peoples
saying.
is going to make this team.
I believe it too. We don't have anybody his size on this team who's
Yeah.
a bruiser. So that Vaughn, so he gonna be competing with Shy Smith, Chanel, Josh Van, and Demir Bird. Cause now they don't put y'all on special teams. Which one of y'all gonna be the best kick returner? Which one of y'all gonna be the best punt returner? And that's where you're
And
gonna
I
have to
think,
drop off to.
and Q just saying, me and you had a conversation earlier before we got on. I think, and there y'all heard it right here first. Like when Cam started or whatever, we put that whole camp roster up there. And as cuts go down, we need to be taking these cuts off the board. You know what I'm saying? To see how this thing is going to formulate up to this 53 man roster.
That's a dope idea. I like that.
Yeah,
We can do
because you pretty much going to be able to tell by some of these people's skill set. if they're gonna be able to make this team or not.
Mm-hmm.
Not even how they looking at camp. Like things of what we need and how they gonna use them.
Mm-hmm.
Because look,
I,
even if you do say that, like, oh yeah, I do, blah blah blah, gonna make the team. You really don't because we don't know what Brown or Everroll, who who is really making up the offensive scheme. We don't know.
Well, hold on, go real quick. Joe Person just tweeted said that Brown will be calling plays from the sideline.
Okay, so so
So
so
that's a
so so
little
what
nugget.
y'all say? Okay, so Rhett said, "Fuck it, I'm not gonna call plays. I'm gonna go ahead and let Brown call plays."
I think because Thomas Brown came from that Rams
Throwing it around.
offense,
Uh huh.
I,
Uh huh.
I think when it comes down to the hard decisions, like are we gonna go for it? 4th and 1, third and when like the game's on
Uh
the
huh.
line.
Uh huh.
Frank Wright will be the one who makes the big call. But as far as the play by play, I think it'll be
Uh
Thomas
huh.
Brown. So
Okay.
we
Okay.
got a unique nucleus going on, guys. I'm excited. This is exciting, guys. I'm getting hyped. I'm getting hyped, man.
well,
I don't know about
just pump
y'all,
your
man. I'm getting
brakes.
hyped, man.
Just pump your brakes, Pop.
Look at this
Pump your
nigga.
brakes.
I'm telling you. I'm telling you
Pump the brakes.
because
Hey,
I
I
sat
can see
back
that though, Q. I can see that.
whoa, whoa,
I can see
whoa, whoa.
that.
hold on.
I
Let
sit
me tell
back
you why I'm
and I
excited
let
though,
y'all
Q.
get all that shit out.
But Q, hold on. Can I real quick? Let me tell you why I'm excited. Because we just never had an offensive coaches, bruh. That's what I'm excited about. Like to see that being put forward this time. You know what I'm saying? Like them paying attention to, hey, we need weapons. You know what I mean? We ain't gonna be never be labeled as, hey, if you beat them by 17, you good. Don't that make
Yeah,
you
yeah,
feel
yeah,
good
yeah.
inside? That's what I'm excited about. I'm not saying anything else. I'm just saying, man, I'm just so excited that they're getting things established on who's doing what, when, where, and how. We kind of like can pick at it a little bit. Ooh, I'm excited, man. But go ahead, Q. My
What's
bad.
your word? What's your word from last night? Vanilla. That's your word from last night, right?
Yeah, that was definitely what they was rookie OTAs was vanilla.
Okay.
I
So
actually called it egg white.
so since you labeling stuff vanilla and egg white, you might need to go back to this receiver room and label a couple of them boys up in there, egg whites and vanillas, the Laviscas. Think about, you said it's a 4-man battle, and think about it. These boys are 4-man battles on potentially getting cut. That's just how bad it is.
Yeah, yeah,
We just said, we said
that's what exactly me and
LaVisca.
Goat just said. Yeah,
We said LaVisca and
I
Shy
heard you
Smith.
loud and clear.
We
I
said
heard you
if
loud and
they
clear.
make this team, we said if they make this team, it will be special teams. It will be as returners or something like that. We didn't say they
But
were gonna be in that wide receiver rotation.
yeah. Nah, we ain't talking about wide
but,
receiver.
but what I'm saying, and this is for you to dive into what I'm saying. I'm not
Okay, go
saying it
ahead.
because of the wide receiver room and your expectations. I'm saying it because you got to understand how bad the wide receiver room could potentially be when these boys here, LaVisca, what's his name again, Shy Smith, all those
Uh
boys are battling. They're horrible. LaVisca and Shy Smith are horrible. They aren't good receivers at all. They're not even good enough for special teams. And
I
the
get
fact
that.
that the
I'm not sure what happened to Q right there.
Q
Uh,
went out. I think he's in the woods. But
I think Bryce
harp on
Young just
what he's
called him.
saying. Yeah, probably
Yep,
did.
yep. Can y'all hear me now?
Okay,
Yeah, go ahead.
yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
we hear you.
Oh, okay. Like I said, if you got Shy, LaVisca, and you got a couple of those other guys on the same level right there battling as your third or your fourth, your team is in trouble. Your team is in major trouble because
Nah,
they are not
nah, nah.
additions. They're more or less liabilities. They're liabilities, bro.
Well, you just said if they battling for your fourth or fifth position, that means you got three, four possible other receivers that's in front of them. 9 times out of 10, though, you can have a good team that's got like maybe a a good possession receiver and a X receiver and a tight end. And supposedly now y'all saying this is we got the big dick quarterback now. You know,
I'm not getting
in the
excited
house.
about this wide receiver room. Is what I'm saying. Um,
So who's
until they
supposed to
show
make?
me otherwise.
Come on now, because he's supposed to, your guy is supposed to make these wide receivers better. He's supposed to
Who the
throw
fuck
them
is my
open.
guy? Who's
Bryce
that?
Bryce Young. He's supposed to throw them receivers open. He's supposed to do this
So
and
you
do
want the
that.
man to run out there with trash, and hopefully he can make treasure out of
Uh,
trash.
Mahomes did it.
Oh, here we go. Mahomes is a generational talent.
Y'all say y'all boys are generational talent. Come on now. Stop backing
Hold
this
on,
motherfucking
hold
nigga
on,
up.
Mike.
Pump
We'll
him
open
up.
up the
Stop
chat in a
backing him
few.
up. Stop backing him up and start pumping him up.
Look at here, go. The guy is in his first season and he's still learning the NFL. So there's no way you can
Hey,
expect him to come out here with underwhelming receivers and think that he's gonna come out here and make lemons and lemonade.
hold up,
Stop
hold
it.
up,
Stop it,
hold
go.
up, hold up, hold up, hold up, hold up now. We gave up DJ Moore, and I just told y'all we don't have a 25. We don't have a first round pick in 2025. So this is your guy. It better be. It damn well
I ain't
better be.
but
You
the
just
problem
gave
is not
Mahomes back.
Bryce. The problem is the receiving core. That's the problem, go. I don't know
That
how we got on
quarterback,
Bryce.
that
So let me ask you
quarterback is
this:
supposed to make these guys that we have right there. So hold up, hold up, hold up.
we
So
got a
you looking
worse
at
Uh,
wide receiver room than
every
we did last year.
you're
I
saying
We got
think
a
every wide
worse.
I
receiver that's what you're saying. Every wide
look at
receiver that
all.
we have in here is bums, basically. You saying they bums.
I'm not saying every wide receiver is bums. What I'm saying is outside of Thielen, I don't know what the potential of DJ Chalk is going to be because of his injury history. So I can't put him down as a pencil in. You know what I'm saying? Next up, Terrace Marshall Jr. has had injuries, and we're predicting that he's going to break out, but we don't know that for sure. Next up, Shy Smith off the field issues has not helped him on the field at all.
But that
So,
really ain't fair. So okay, hold, let's stop right there.
but hold on, I
What
still got
what
more.
came what came about that though? What came about that? I haven't heard no more else about that. Is he going to court? Is he potentially gonna go to jail? What's
Nah,
the
he
deal with
done.
that?
He
He's
done with
done
that.
with that, Q.
He
He's
got to do
done
some
with that.
community service. He straight.
So
He
that's
done.
over. That's water in the boat. We ain't even gonna talk about that no more. Where Q at?
He probably hit a bad spot, or Bryce
Yeah,
Young called
Nah,
him again.
I'm right here. I'm right here.
yeah.
My phone will be timing out. My bad.
Okay. We got you. We
So
got
that's why I said I got limited time to get out where I got to get out. So beyond Shaw, Lavisca, we don't know what he can be. There's a
you. Yeah, we
bunch
don't
of
know that.
question marks.
Okay.
So you got four guys on the same level that's battling for your number 3, 4, and 5 spots. That's a problem. You don't know. And Mango, we drafted him. We're hoping that he can be good. I think that Mango is going to be really good. But once again, it's the unknown. We don't know. So that's
Hey,
all I'm saying.
I'ma even go with that. You know what I'm saying? Let's go with that unknown factor, and we can dance on that by saying, hey, these guys, if we say not in no particular order, DJ Chalk, Terrace Marshall, Adam Thielen, and Mango, right? Now I just named four wide receivers that a lot of people would like to have on their team at some point in some kind of capacity. So whether don't say no number where they at, like this is your number one weapon, this is this and that, and don't let hate hurts. You know what I'm saying? I was particularly worried about this receiving core, but I'm not now. I'm not worried about it because now you're telling me that you got a quarterback that's going to distribute the ball. to these different guys. Because y'all said we're going to kind of dink and dunk. We're not looking for no explosive play. I'm just going by what y'all saying about Bryce Young, how we can move the ball. Now I see the thing. It's starting. It's got to click in my mind because we get ready to go play ball. Well, if I don't like him or not, we still got to go play ball. So I gotta formulate a scheme in my mind of what these coaches potentially are thinking about how they getting ready to use this dude, right? Then you got coming out from camp saying that this guy, your number one pick, potentially might not play the first couple games or first couple weeks or whatever to get acclimated to the game. So, like, what are we doing here? That's the question
Oh,
I'm
okay.
asking.
Well, I tell you like this. You ask, what are we doing here? Well, if we don't fix these problems, we're going to be running around in circles. And I think these are problems that we need to start heading off piece by piece, one by one. Like to me, we created competition, but we created competition in the wide receiver room at the wrong positions. You need to be having competitions for the number two and the number one. To me, that's just me personally.
Okay.
I think that we should have had better talent to work with, but being that this is the case, we kind of, I hate to say it, we stuck with a bunch of number twos and number threes. We stuck with a bunch of you know, DJ Chalk is a number two. Wow, a potential number three. Terrace Marshall Jr. right now is a number two, number three. He could elevate to number two. Thielen was a number one that's dropped down to a number two. So
Number three.
I
Yeah.
mean, you
Uh-huh.
got to look at it. Shy Smith and those boys are all number threes and fours. LaVisca is a four, complementary pieces. What do they do
Okay.
best? If you get them in the field and open space, they can try to make somebody miss.
So
But that's what they do best.
so go back to what I've been saying, what I've been beating the table and saying. If you're rebuilding, wouldn't this be fine for year one? And you're not take your quarterback that you drafted high, that you gave up all this, work him in, acclimate him in to this offense with these twos and threes that you call them. Draft well and go into free agency next year, and you're building. Year three, hopefully you're playing for division titles and going deep into playoff runs, knocking on the door, potentially Super Bowl appearance.
Mhm. I agree with that, and I want to fact check myself because I think I guessed DJ Chark's age. I thought he was 29 going on 30, but he's actually only 26 years old, which is good. And this little surgery that he had is kind of like Brian Burns surgery. It's just a cleanup. It's not nothing major.
It
He'll
was
be
a
back.
cleanup. Yeah, 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 yeah,
It was
yeah,
just
yeah.
a
It was a
cleanup.
cleanup.
It's
It was a
nothing.
cleanup.
It's nothing for him
It
to
was
be like,
it was a
oh,
cleanup from the break that he had
years
a
ago.
year ago.
Yeah, a
Yeah,
year
yeah,
ago.
yeah, yeah.
So he gonna be straight. And he actually, I know that Q feel like he's a number two or three, but I feel like he could be a number one. Be
But
honest with you.
what tells you that? What signifies that he can be a number
I
one?
mean, well, for what he, I mean, if you looked at the stats, what he started off doing when he came in fully healthy. If he's fully healthy now and got the experience, why
You don't
can't he be?
start that if shit, Pop. You starting that if shit all over again. We
Okay,
going off of
okay.
facts. What does the facts say?
He had one major injury.
What does the facts say,
That's a fact.
Pop, about his numbers?
When he was healthy, he was a number one.
See, this is what we do as Panther fans. We figure because these boys on our team, we put an S on their chest, and these boys are superhuman.
I'm not
At
Come
the
on
end
now.
of the day,
I
I'm
keep
not
saying that
saying
about
that.
I was saying that about the quarterback. So y'all starting to make my damn point now. Come on now, leave it alone. Y'all keep talking. Y'all arguing.
all I'm saying is y'all boys like that because I see motherfuckers right here talk in the chat already on my ass because I don't think the way they think. I mean, motherfucker, it's called an opinion. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. I don't care.
So Q, when he
What's up?
was so he's coming here fully healthy, right? Is that a fact?
I hope so.
No, I mean it's the truth. Is that a fact? He's coming here fully healthy. Yeah.
I don't think he won't be fully healthy.
I
Well,
this niggas not. As I say, I hope so.
man,
You can only hope.
Your coach said that he talked to the surgeon.
Niggas
Nigga,
lie every day.
well,
then
the
it's no
niggas,
need me say anything then, because everything I'm gonna say, oh, I'm gonna use the same
what they
excuse.
doing though, Bob?
Niggas
They
lying
have
every
been.
day.
No,
Yeah,
they
I'm
be
just,
lying now.
Niggas
They be
lie
lying
every
now.
day.
I get
They
it,
be
but
lying.
I'm gonna tell you, they weren't gonna sign DJ if the surgeon didn't approve of what was going on and that he would be ready to go. They weren't gonna
Yeah.
sign him. It came
Well.
down to what he was getting scoped on
Uh-huh.
his knee or his ankle, little
Yeah.
microscopic. So they was like, before we sign him, we need to talk to the surgeons.
Uh-huh.
Well, the surgeon said, oh yeah, he'll be ready by OTAs. He's already walking around now and shit. You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
It ain't
But
like he in a
but
cast.
but now that's just like JC the other year with the foot. When he come out of that and see he did his soon as the before the season ended. He didn't wait till after Super Bowl, this and that, whatever. You still gonna have swelling in that thing. You know what I'm saying? It's still tender. Even though you're walking around on it and start to do some what they say football moves or football related to,
But
practices or
won't that come down to your medical staff to watch your reps?
yeah, yeah, of
Okay,
course.
so he should be in good hands. They should monitor how long, how much he should be doing when and what days he should be doing. So okay, today you got 20 reps, but tomorrow you only gonna get 17 because we want you
Uh-huh.
to rest. We still want you to be loose, and then you're gonna have 2 days off, and then we'll kick it up to 25 on Friday,
Okay, okay, but
and then
see,
we'll.
what if this is the thing you got? It's called inflammation and called,
I got you.
just like what's called like Taylor. What I've been talking about is knee when the arthritis sets
Yeah,
in and all
ain't
that
nothing you can do
stuff,
about arthritis
and
though.
then you can tap that shit and drain it or whatever.
Hmm.
It fucks with your motion and your movement. Every little thing hurts and soreness and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? And then sometimes like, okay, he can't go all week. What if we implementing some type of new scheme, a new set, or something like that? You see what I'm saying? They do that from week to week.
Hey,
Now, DJ
that's
Chark was supposed to be a big part of this. You see what I'm saying?
that's why we
Now
got
we can't do
Mingo.
it.
That's why we got Mingo. If DJ Chart can't get it, Mingo come in and do it.
Yeah.
We got a
So,
backup
so
plan.
those are the type of things that I'm saying right now with
But
the
I don't want to
diabetes.
say if no more, because if I say if, then it's just like, well, blow whatever you were saying out the water. You know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I understand that. And you know what I'm saying? Everybody else should understand, it's just what we're talking about. Because we don't know. The dude, the scope might have took beautifully. The nigga might not have no type of information, no type of soreness, no type. I mean, he might feel better than he did when he was, 15. I don't know.
Like Morgan Captain Mo said, facts says he's been to the Pro Bowl and had a 1,000-yard season. Q, so it's not out the question.
That
Chart
shit
could
don't
become
mean
a
a
number one
fucking
wide
thing to
receiver.
me.
It
That don't
tells
mean a
you.
motherfucking thing.
Okay. You said you
That
wanted
don't mean
facts,
shit.
and then somebody presented the facts,
That don't mean
and
shit.
he ain't like the facts.
Yeah, go
So
ahead.
so the
Yeah, go
numbers so
ahead.
the numbers lied.
Let me tell
Okay.
let me tell
Uh
you what the fact is. Let me
Nigga.
okay.
tell you what the fact is. Since y'all want
Okay.
to hear a fact, the fact is they had so much trust in DJ Shark they went and drafted Mingo. Since they had so much damn trust in him.
We had already said that though, Q. We'd already
Yeah,
said what
yeah.
were we going what was the question all the time? What were we gonna do with the coveted 39? What were we gonna do with 39? What were we gonna do with 39?
Right.
Every time it kept pop up down there, it was either a receiver, a linebacker, or a edge rusher. It depends on
Well,
who was going to
if
take it.
Shark
So they
if
went with the
Shark is
receiver.
that dependable guy that's a Pro Bowl receiver, you don't go out and get Mingo. That's all I'm saying.
Why'd you just say Tupac? As many weapons for Bryce Young as you can get. Because
Exactly.
the
I mean, I
receiver,
don't know why
is
that was
going to
skipped
be.
over. Thank you, Goat.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, here we go. Here we
I
go with the
remember Q.
wild shit.
I remember Q saying the same damn thing. If you
I ain't
get
said
Bryce
no
Young,
such thing.
you got to make sure you get this offensive line help him some help and get as many weapons he can get so he can
I ain't
distribute the
said no
ball.
shit like
Oh,
that.
y'all go check the tape.
Man,
Y'all go
I
check the tape.
that's the only way I can sit there and think. Why did we get this right here? You see what I'm saying? No physical ability. If you don't have trips right, trips left, this and that, slot receiver, this and that, where he can dink and dunk and throw that ball, and try to find passing lanes and throw that shit. Somebody got to come back and get the ball from him.
Exactly. You got to.
That's it. And they know it by his skill set. They know what they got to do.
He
Yeah.
ain't he's not the type of QB can just do it on his own. He's gonna have to have some weapons. When he was at his best of the best is when he had weapons. So for as long as he's here, we're gonna continuously rotate getting him weapons. Every year you're gonna get a wide receiver. Every year you're gonna get an offensive lineman. Every year that he's
So we're
here.
gonna draft a wide receiver every single year for this nigga. That's how you
Every
We
feel.
damn sure ain't gonna be
every
no
year.
power run team. We not gonna be no power run team. You can
Every
you
year.
can you can bet that shit.
Kansas
I'ma
City,
just
what they
okay.
draft every
Fuck
year? A wide receiver.
this man was this right here. Do you know how many times that nigga was up on the center?
Y'all boy must be drinking this morning.
Hold on.
Hold on. Did you hear what I just said?
Yeah, we heard you, Pop. God damn.
Every year Kansas City drafts a wide receiver. You get that boy as many weapons, Patrick Mahomes, as many weapons as you can.
Okay.
It, like you said, it's a copycat league, right?
Yeah.
Every year they gonna do it. Next year, right tackle. I'm already calling it. I already know where they're gonna go with it. They got to. Got to keep that man standing up straight. As long as he's our quarterback. You got to.
Them boys saying Terrace Marshall Jr. got potential to make the Pro Bowl. God damn. Ain't did shit. And they're saying he got potential. All right. All right. I just told y'all it's about facts. Fact is, this nigga stay hurt every year.
He
I
wasn't
don't
hurt. He
understand.
wasn't hurt last year.
Oh, okay. Okay, Pop. All right. What the excuse is why he ain't had over 500 yards then, Pop?
I mean, you
You
tell
gonna
me
blame it
that
on the you
you
gonna blame it
tell
on him or the dumbass coach?
I mean which coach?
Hell, he had 2 or 3.
So you know what I'm saying? Which quarterback?
Yeah.
The batted balls could have been an extra 20 yards on there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. So
Yeah. Yeah.
all the batted balls we had, they could have been
I can't
receptions.
even I can't even argue that shit, Pop. I'm a nigga that loves a good midday argument, but damn, I couldn't even argue that. Yeah. Oh, good word potential. I know you know that. Yeah, I know you know what that means. Damn, no what? Oh, see, they getting on my ass in the chat now. Yeah. It is what it is. All I'm saying is I'm gonna go ahead and open up the go. You all right with me opening it up over here for you? Yeah. Oh well. Terrence Marshall Jr. is coming to his 3rd season. Let him work, Q. All right. Well, let me go work a job where it took me 3 years to get one task done, and I'll see if I still have a job. Let me just let me see. If I half-assed the job for 3 years, let's see if I still keep my job. And that's all I'm saying. Y'all boys act like it's okay for him to be a sack of shit. Rule didn't play him. That's why that's potential 300 yards. Oh, okay. So now it's Rule fault. He couldn't touch the field. Rule put a gun in his head.
Yeah, I had to step away. I had a call for a second. Yeah, but
That's okay. It's all right.
where we at?
Well, they're blaming Matt Rule for Terrence Marshall Jr. not being worth a fuck right now. That's what they're doing.
Who they blaming?
Matt Fool.
Oh. Well, see, that's what we saying. Once that ball kick off this year, fuck him. We threw with him. We don't even call his name no damn more. We threw with him. We're not like we were saying. Some of these developmental players that y'all guys like you keep hollering to Brandon Smith for this. Them motherfuckers gonna be gone, y'all. They're not their guy. They're not this regime's guy, and they ain't got time to sit there and try to develop somebody who they didn't want in the first fucking place, who they inherit. You know what I'm saying? Stepchild, pretty much. So these motherfuckers might not make it through camp if they ain't on their shit.
And you're right about that, GOAT, because those guys
Point
didn't
blank.
produce. But Terrace Marshall actually did.
We gotta get back to basically acknowledging what the fuck is the problem. If it's a problem, cut that shit out and let's go forward. Stop sitting here playing with these motherfuckers, playing with, oh, this guy can be this guy can be that, or whatever. Even though we like them, even though we see the potential, we have to move the fuck on. The rest of the league is moving the fuck on. We got to move the fuck on.
Link is in the chat if y'all want to pull up. Link is in the chat. I know a couple of y'all itchy to get on my ass and go to ass. Link is in the chat. And plus, it is 60 people watching this right now. Make sure that y'all like, comment, subscribe, like the video. Just look down right now, right? Show that love and like the video. And if you're feeling real freaky today, send a super chat. Y'all already know, man. Super chat really helps out the channel. It really, really, really puts in focus which direction that we head into with this channel, man. So show that love, man.
Yeah, go. Kendall. You still there?
Yeah, go here.
Hey, y'all, I'm gonna have to hold me down for about 15 minutes.
All right, I got you.
So,
okay.
So I'm gonna take a small break for the wide receiver room for 1 second. We'll get back to that. I want to talk about what this corner room. Now, I don't think that Dante Jackson is gonna be ready to start. I think that injury is still gonna be prolonging before you see him be 100%.
Mm-hmm.
Who is stepping in to take that role, my boy? What's up, Wally? What's up, Mike? Mike. I already know what you want to
Fellas,
talk about. We're gonna
I like Rajon Wright, Pop. I think Rajon Wright has a potential to really get in here and showcase what he can do from the start. Because there's so many injuries and that cornerback room is so depleted. We need him to really, really come in and really show some of that polishment that he's been showing in college, man. So I like him first up.
Okay, I agree. I agree that he is coming in and he is potentially taking somebody's job, whether that's
Yeah.
CJ or the other dude, Taylor. He's coming in and he's taking that second string job.
Yo, White
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
foaming at the mouth while he's coming in too. Like you see
Uh-oh.
the hunger in that dude. Like he's coming to take something. He don't
Yes,
give a
sir.
fuck.
yeah, he's not playing no
Welcome,
game.
man.
He's not playing game.
Well, I know why Brother Mike is here, so let's get to it, Mike. What's
Yeah, go ahead,
happening?
Mike.
Yo, all right. So I got a question. It's something that came to mind. What's a good amount of yards for a fourth string or a third string receiver to have? Yo,
I
third
said
string, fourth string. Which one? How much?
you can't go wrong with about 200 to maybe
Four.
200 to 300 yards, man, because I really don't see them getting the ball much. So you can't really force the issue with them in yardage. But I think about 200 yards is what I expect.
For your first and third stringers?
You said for the third string, right?
Yeah, third string.
He's a third or fourth string.
Yeah,
I
that's what
mean,
I
but look,
heard.
but fourth string, I expect 200 to 300 yards. Third string, like Terrace Marshall or somebody, I said 700 for him.
All right.
But
The reason I only
mhm.
asked is because Laviska Shenault has played 3 years at receiver. I think he like 24. He normally gets about 600 a year. So if that's supposed to be our fourth string, I don't think we should consider letting him go at all.
So you
Like
think he?
600 yards is great for fourth string. Hell, it's not even that bad for third string if you want to be honest with yourself.
I agree. I agree.
So he had 600 yards last year?
No,
Because I thought I saw his numbers,
he
and
had
it wasn't
400.
nowhere next to that.
He had 400 or something last year. But you got to, like we were just saying, we had Coach Nebraska over there. His 2 previous years with the actual NFL coach, he had over 600 yards. And I think one of them
But,
years he
but
had like 5 or 6 touchdowns also. You know what I mean?
right.
So when you
But
have like that somewhere else where you actually got an NFL coach, I'm ignore the doo-doo year because your doo-doo year where you didn't have any coaching, no offensive coordinator, no quarterback, no coach. So I'm gonna let you pass with your garbage year. So if he's looking at his average 600 yards a year, I can live with that.
okay, Mike. Now you got to make sure you put a comma behind your sentences so people can get into it. Now, Mike, Bubba, I'm gonna tell you like this right here. LaVisca, we deal with facts here on this show. I don't know. You can go to any other podcast and they let that shit spread out and let you run with the lies. The fact of the matter is, this boy didn't have no more than 400 yards last year. Now, I can't sit here and say with a better coaching staff and a better quarterback, he could do better because he's been in Jacksonville and we haven't seen anything from him. And you could say they were trash too. All I'm saying is when it comes to LaVisca, there seems to be something missing with this guy at the receiver position. I don't know what it is.
Q, Q, come on now. This Wiley.
What's happening, fam?
Ain't nothing to it. But hey, I
Yep.
think you keep forgetting that year is where I think it was the Jacksonville I'm trying to remember the starting quarterback. Anyway, he lost his job, and that's what the dude with the mustache got the job. And he ended up with uh Chinook ended up playing half of that year with the guy with the mustache. Because the other coach got fired and the quarterback lost his job. So
Mm-hmm.
it's not like he's been in, this ain't making no excuse. These, as you say, facts
And
with
he
the
still had
situation.
over 600 yards. That's what
Correct.
I'm
Minshew,
saying.
Minshew
That's
was
true.
named,
Mitchell.
and
There you go.
Minshew is the starter for the Indianapolis Colts.
Hmm. Oh
So if you
wow.
believe in, if you believe in, if you believe in Minshew,
Nobody
with his
believe in
with his
Minshew. Minshew
with
don't believe
with,
in Minshew.
with
At
his
one
doodle
at one point, y'all wanted him.
with his doodle
Who is
arm,
y'all? Who the hell is y'all?
there's
Somebody
some
that
people
just
out
They,
there.
talking right now, Q. Don't
they,
say
This is
they,
nothing,
y'all.
Q.
This
there you
y'all
go
is
with
a
that
bad
wild
person.
shit.
This is y'all.
There you go with that shit there.
Right. So let me get to the next point I was saying. Because if you can get 600 out of Chanel, I don't need a lot out of Adam. Give me 800 out of Adam, and I'm happy with that. Because how old he is. And I feel it's Mingo's gonna be number one. It might not be this year, but Mingo's gonna be number one. I watch him and I watch Terrace Marshall. I like Terrace Marshall. I know you're 22. I know you still got time to grow, young man. But Mingo is a fucking dog. There's a difference. That's why Steve Smith picked him. If y'all didn't know, go watch the video. Steve Smith hand chose Mingo.
What? You falling in love with the guy before he even catch a damn pass,
Let me,
Mike.
yo,
Goddamn.
okay. So let me explain the reason why I do that from time to time because I fucking know football. And
I I I get it.
Hmm.
no. Let me speak on this real quick. There's one thing that a lot of receivers, like Terrace Marshall Jr., there's one thing he does that bothers me more than anything. When he catches a ball, he does more. It's more less body control than most receivers his size. Mingo separates. He puts his arms out. He makes a play for the ball to make a play after the ball catch. Terrace Marshall, he's too busy trying to make sure he secure the catch and he don't get hurt a fucking again. He's nervous when he gets pressure on him, and that's what scares me about him. That's why I said Mingo's going to save Terrace Marshall, not the other way around. He catches with his body, that's dangerous.
Okay, Mike, you said some truth there. He Terrence does catch his body too much, and Mingo does. Yeah, I can see what you said in that, sir.
And when you have that much body control with that size, and anytime you make my man Steve Smith want to say, fuck this, I'm coming to coach your ass up because I see the dog in you, you kind of put me up on a high horse. I can't if I'm wrong, that means Steve Smith wrong also. And I can live with that.
So you just said a couple weeks ago Steve Smith need to shut the fuck up. Now all of a sudden Steve Smith can't do no wrong.
Pause. I never told the great Steve Smith to shut the fuck up. I said the great Steve Smith really co-signs a lot of smaller talent, whether it's quarterback and all that shit. And I didn't want to hear people use the Steve Smith argument about Bryce Young's size because that's not the same position. I'm not about to give this nigga the same pass as I would give a wide receiver that's Tyreek Hill size. Then how much I'm gonna give leeway for Bryce Young and his size because
Okay.
I'm still scared for it. I still don't think it's gonna last him 7 years, but he's my nigga, so I got to stand behind him.
I just trying to understand where you're going from week to week on this, Mike, because
Oh,
you know,
yo, and
I,
we got a good receiver coach. We didn't just hire like some good coaches. We went and got Miami's receiver coach who was just with Mike Daniels, and we saw what their receiver group can do, whether it was speed, slot run. No, I mean, we didn't just say, hey, we got a receiver squad. Let's see if we gonna be good. We made sure we got the right coach to coach this motherfucker up too. So
yeah. Well, welcome, Carolina Logic, man. What's going on?
Can't call it Q. Hey man, I get it. I think you've been stuck in the past, man. We've been hurt too many times by the Carolina Panthers. I think it's okay though. It's okay, Q. We get it. But listen, bro, you got to look at the staff that we got. It ain't the same anymore. These dudes, we actually have some competent coaches, and that's going to take a long way with some of these guys that you may have questions about. I believe it's going to be able to go. You're going to see some positive moves in there. Some of the guys, they ain't going to make it. Some of the guys you name right now is not going to make it. They're not going to cut it. You're going to be right about it. But there's a couple that you're speaking on that I don't feel like you're giving them the right respect, man. You got to give it a chance. I mean, hell, you got to look at the system. LaVishka Chenault, man. LaVishka Chenault. At the end of the day, if you go back and look at his college, the man was able to run routes. He didn't just get to the league and just stop learning how to run routes. At the end of the day, he wasn't used properly in Jacksonville, and that was a jacked up situation there. And then we get here, we still have incompetent coaching, and he's used for strictly running screens, bro. That ain't got nothing to do with him. He's doing what he told. When they call the play, he got to come out there and execute it. So we got to give that man a chance because at the end of the day, his body type, bro, being in the open field like that, he's gonna be tough to take down. He could be somebody that we could use. I mean, more weapons we got, the better off we is. Bryce ain't my pick, but at the end of the day, he's our quarterback, man. So you got to get
by
people
your
around him to help
logic,
him out.
by
Yes,
your
sir.
logic, you said he was in a fucked up position, right? Coming from Jacksonville, right?
Absolutely.
Huh?
So how many players that we got? I know another player that came from Jacksonville sitting over there named C.J. Henderson. So by your logic, we should give Henderson another try after we know he ain't worth a fuck.
no, CJ
No,
Henderson been here
You
listen,
more
gotta
than
give
1
him
year.
more
no.
identity
Don't do
now.
that.
Come
Don't
on
do
now.
that,
See,
Q.
that's
I'm just fucking with. I'm just
hold on.
fucking
You
with
trying to be slick. You trying to be slick. You trying to
it.
be
Yes, sir.
dirty
He
sucker.
sure enough trying to
I was
slide
gonna
that in.
I was gonna dig a hole for
You
your
just
ass.
trying to
That's
be
what.
hard. Good God almighty. No.
Yes,
With
sir.
CJ Henderson done had his
responsibility,
opportunity.
become a father in this equation.
Yes, nah, CJ done had his time, man. CJ done had his time. That's over with. The thing is, LaVishka was able to have results there. It might have not been the greatest, but he had results there, even with that jacked up situation. So you saw that, hey, there's potential for something to be there. I'm not saying he's the number one. I'm not saying he's the best, but he got potential to be. Listen, the more weapons you got, the better off it is.
No, I'm saying he's the
And in the
number
type of system
4.
we running, that RPO, yeah, I
I'm
can
saying
take
he's the
that.
number
I'll be
4.
fine with it. If you
That
got,
should be exciting. If LaVisca Chenault is your first worst wide receiver, you shouldn't put your head down. That's all I'm trying to say.
yeah,
DJ
I don't
Chark,
have,
he showed he can get 1,000 yards.
I don't have a
Adam
problem with that.
Thielen,
I don't think the receiving core is that bad. Yes, sir.
don't listen to Q.
Yes,
Q make
sir.
your ass
Listen, they
feel
run
like
the
only
RPOs.
has one
no,
motherfucker to catch the
No. I ain't
ball.
listening. I ain't listening.
so
The
let me be real with
RPO
y'all.
system that we supposed to
I
be running. Okay.
had.
Go ahead, Q.
Well,
Yeah.
all I was getting ready to say
Listen.
is
Go
every
ahead, Q.
year I've given these bulls the benefit of the doubt, And like I said, you go out, you see these other guys getting 1,000. You see our situation at quarterback, and we couldn't do that. So every single year, I'm just tempering my
Yes.
expectations already before the season, so that way, whenever they flop, if they flop, I won't be let down. You know what I'm saying? That's all
Okay.
I'm doing.
All right, Q, but I'm
Well,
gonna say this:
yes, absolutely.
stand on
We
your
get that.
quarterback, my nigga. Don't you back down now. Stand on your quarterback, my guy. Cause we both
Now,
been, no, you've been saying that Alabama didn't have no receivers, and he showed his ass. If we ain't got nothing but number twos, let this nigga show his ass.
wow, I hear you,
Talk
Mike.
that
I hear
talk.
you.
Talk that
I
talk.
hear you.
Like,
That's
I
some
ain't gonna.
bullshit, Mike. That's some
because if
bullshit,
we got
Mike.
Adam Thielen, if we got
That's some
Adam Thielen that
bullshit,
barely
Mike.
drops a pass,
Okay. Well, I'll be there.
See, you got to look
Mike.
at it from a different standpoint.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Everybody's focused on who number one, number two, number three. When we had Cam Newton his first year, who was our number one?
Greg Olson.
Steve. No, Steve. What's wrong
Okay,
with y'all?
and you know why they got rid of
Steve.
Steve? Did not
Because he was
want
too
Mhm.
Steve to
dominant.
be a clutch for Cam. So when they got rid of Steve, Olsen became the number one. And when
Yeah,
we
that was
played
correct.
everybody knew if they shut down Olsen, that was it. So if you
Right.
spread the ball around and there is no clear cut number one, number two, you don't know who we're gonna go to. And that's what Carolina's
True.
trying to do. Same thing New England used to do.
Okay.
Yep. Yep.
Okay.
Listen, this RPO system, I've been hearing a lot of people talk about it and worried about Bryce Young running. Heck, I don't want him to run. If he run, we gonna have to look for a new QB. That's just what it is. But the RPO system ain't based off a QB run. I think they're getting it confused with the read option. That's different. RPO is run first, pull it like a play action. We're gonna dink and dunk. They spread the defense out, find holes, and then beat you over top when the defense come down. That's all it
Mhm.
is. So he fits that. I don't like Bryce like that as far as the size wise, but I'm not gonna question his talent.
Hey, Mike.
He fits that scheme perfectly.
what up?
So let's
I got
keep that in mind when he plays this scheme.
a question for you. So why do you think Chenault is a fourth receiver?
Hey, yo, who got the music, bro?
One second, bro.
I'm gonna say why I feel like he's the fourth receiver because I DJ Chark healthy is a solid number two. Period. Terrace Marshall is the one that we waiting to see what's going to happen. But if I'm looking at DJ Chark as my potential number two, if he's healthy the whole year, Adam Thielen technically is because he's going to be in the slot. He can get open. He's not going to be the one that's on the outside. So that's technically your third receiver. So I'm saying when it's all said and done, it's going to be Mingo, Chark, Thielen, and then Chenault. I think either TMJ shows what he can do or TMJ is gone. When y'all was saying who would you rather keep, honestly, the cheapest one out of DJ Chark and TMJ. Whoever wants to take the cheapest contract, that's what I'm giving you. I don't give a fuck what TMJ do this year because 1 year ain't gonna define me for is whether I should keep you long term or not. I
Got
don't
you.
believe in a 1 year you show the fuck out and giving you a bag of money. I always think that's the dumbest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Well, I don't believe in that either. But also, if he goes out and he shows you, hey, he could potentially give you something, you just don't throw his ass away for the hell of it. Now,
Absolutely, absolutely not. But
I
you gotta put some distance in between it. Like you give me 1,200 yards or some shit, then I'm looking at you. 1,300 yards, I'm looking at you. If that man don't eclipse 1,000 yards, I'm not about to get this nigga a bag of money.
exactly, Mike. I think that's a given. I think we know that much. But the point that we're trying to make is with Terrace Marshall Jr. The problem is him being available to get on the field for the last year or so. And then last year he had the chance to get on the field, but with the coaching, he didn't see his way onto the field. So we're trying to see potentially what can he give us that if he just give us an ounce of something that we can hold on to his ass for, I'll take it. Just give us something good. So I don't have to knock getting rid of this high supreme talent. Because when you look at where we got Justin Jefferson, Jamar Chase, this guy was in front of those guys. And it bothers me knowing as a fan, I had a guy that sat in front of them, and we ain't getting nothing out of his ass.
Hey Q.
That's
He
that's my
wasn't
bad.
healthy at
That's my
first.
bad with it.
Hmm.
Hey Q, check this out, man. I
What's
just
up?
thought about something. If a fourth receiver gets 600 yards, third receiver get 800 yards, how many fucking yards we think Bryce Young getting if our tight end's gonna be getting at least 400 yards, 500
Them boys
yards?
trying to put him in 5,000 yards almost, because that's what that sounds like
That's
to
what I,
me.
that's what I'm saying. Is this realistic? Come on now. I mean,
That's why I
it
said
sounds good, but
600 is not realistic. That's why I
What
said 2 to 300.
Okay.
what was a TMJ injury? Because then Demir Bird played injury and he was on the field.
I think TMJ had like a knee problem, didn't he? But
I
damn,
can't.
who cutting yard?
I know they getting the bag though. But yeah, I can't remember. I can't remember a
that's
TMJ
pretty good.
injury,
That's pretty
but
good. That's
Demir
pretty
Bird,
good.
he was playing with his injury, so we finding
It was
excuses for these weapons. I'll tell you that.
it was his knee. It was his knee. But the point, he had a history from high school.
Why did
But
we pick him
Mhm.
up?
I don't know. But
It didn't make
but what I'm
sense
trying,
when we picked him.
yeah, the point though I'm trying to say is how many yards we think Bryce is gonna get, and then based on that, what's fair to be the number one, number two to number four receiver, and then you have to also add in you're gonna have at least two tight ends. The number one tight end is the number
Hmm.
two tight end. So what do that add up to be? And then that number is reasonable.
Well, I'm gonna be real with you. I expect Thielen to come out and at least get 900 plus with Bryce Young. 900 plus. He could
If we use
scratch
him
a
right.
thousand
Yeah.
if used well.
Yep.
Now you got to look at who's also left right there. Your wide receiver number two, potentially we don't know who the fuck that is. But if we put him in there, we could say it could be Terrace Marshall Jr. could be number two, or DJ Chark. Whichever one is interchangeable right there, because we don't know how they see each one of those guys. Because let me tell you something. Those boys pick up Chalk as an insurance package, but that don't mean his ass gonna really touch this field this year.
Man,
That's not a given. Because they say we already know if he touched the field too much, we're gonna have to pay his ass. So they may not even look his way as much because they got so much wide receivers in the room. You never know how they think it. But I do know if it is Terrence.
Somebody gonna tell Q?
I'm gonna say,
No,
is my headphones bad or something bad?
no, it times out when I touch my screen when I don't touch my screen.
I know.
But
Ain't nobody gonna tell
Q
him?
Q Q. But this is one question, man.
what's
What
up?
makes you think the Carolina Panthers don't? If they let's say DJ Chalk actually has a good season, what makes you think they
Mm.
don't want to sign? They won't want to sign him next year.
Well, that's the thing. Why would you invest money in him when you just went out and got Mingo? Why
but
would
You
you
Mingo was
always
still
invest
on his
need more
money?
rookie
than one
deal.
guy, bro.
Mingo
You
was
need
still
more
going
than
on a
Hold,
one
rookie
wide
deal.
receiver.
First of
hold on,
all,
hold on. Didn't y'all just say Terrence Marshall Jr. like that? Ain't
I
that
didn't.
what y'all
Hey,
say?
that's
hey,
what they
Q, I
said.
ain't say that.
That's what
Oh,
they said.
hold on. I
That's what
need
they
y'all to
said,
say
Q.
yes or no on this one. Didn't y'all say Terrence Marshall Jr. like that, right?
Hell no.
That's what they said,
Oh,
Q. I heard them when they
that's
said it, Q.
okay. So I get people screaming at me every other show telling me Terrence Marshall Jr. is like that. So if
That's
you put him in the equation, you put Thielen in the equation, who's here for 3 years. Then you went out and draft a young rookie in Mingo. Why in the fuck would you pay him any kind of big money? It wouldn't make
fact.
sense.
Q is talking facts. What he's trying to say is that DJ Chalk is only here until Mingo gets developed. Just
Yeah.
put it out there. Until when Mingo gets his roll down, you got Adam Thielen in the slot, and they're saying Terrace Marshall and Mingo supposed to be the 1-2 punch we need. Now,
It
I
would be
got full
foolish to
faith
pay
in
him.
Mingo. Full faith in Mingo. I hope Terrace Marshall do it. But I don't like like I said, I don't like the fact he always pushes with his body and shit. That just scares me. He don't trust his hands. And you need that as a receiver.
So you willing to say that if Terry Monster Jr. still don't do anything, if DJ Chalk get a a decent year, you have Mingo, you have Thielen,
Mhm.
that you get rid of both of them and get another rookie?
No,
No,
you
I didn't say
sign
get rid of
somebody.
both of them.
I
I'm just
sign.
saying.
No, no,
I'm
no.
just
I
saying because
sign somebody. No, it depends
you
on who's
okay.
available. It depends on the salary
Okay.
cap and
All
who
right.
I can get. And the reason why, because if my offense shows their ass this year, like it's possible, and I don't know, one of them big boys come up and become a free agent. I'm not saying who. I'm just saying, let's say somebody like T. Higgins was to pop the fuck up in free agency, and you can get that motherfucker for real. Hell no, you don't sign Charles. You be like, hey,
Yeah.
all right, it's nice to see you, my nigga, but it's time to go.
All
Yeah.
right. That's what I
Okay.
was
All
saying. That's
right.
what I was figuring. I get
All
that.
right. But check this out, guys. We have three receivers that really on 1 year deals. Sharp last year
Mm-hmm.
for Chenault, and then Williams only has 1 year. So that's
Who?
three of the three
Who the fuck
Williams,
is Williams?
Preston Williams, the guy that came from Miami.
Who?
Well, you
Oh
better
yeah,
reach
he's
deep in
doing
your
that
bag
shit.
for that one. You know
Y'all
how
ain't right.
bad, you know how far you gotta reach for me and Q to be like, who? Nigga,
Preston
boy,
Williams
you
won't
reaching
even
your
he
bag.
won't even see the field.
Hold on a second. Here's the
That
here's the
nigga ain't gonna
messed up
smell the
part.
grass
Watch
cut.
watch it. Watch this.
Yeah, he
Hey,
getting cut.
hey, hey, but watch. I don't know, but he had more yards than Marshall. He had like a
Mm-hmm.
couple less yards than Chinook at his best.
We're
So
not
I'm just
doing
trying to
this.
understand all
We're
this
not
hate.
fucking doing this. We're not. All right, please. We're not fucking doing this.
There's some hate here. There's some hate. What the hell does hate come from? Mike, where Mike at? Mike,
No,
you gotta
nigga,
watch.
it's not
You
the
gotta
hate.
watch it. You
It's
gotta
the
watch yourself.
annoyance. We're not about to do this. We're not about to do this. We're not about to put
Come on,
some
Mike.
just Blake. We gonna put Blake Man in the DC comics. That's what we doing now.
Oh man, come
Blake
on.
Man. He right there with Batman and Superman now. I appreciate it. I didn't even know that. Go
shout,
ahead.
Too easy.
shout out to
Over here
Leo,
too easy.
man. He
Over here
said
too
draft
easy.
another receiver. If you get in that situation, you just draft another guy.
Yeah, I think they're gonna draft the #1 anyway next year.
Man, that was
First
my
of all,
point.
oh, oh my God. Okay, look. First of all, it's too early for y'all to make these crazy ass comments. All right. The reason why I say that is because we literally just drafted a wide receiver. We literally put DJ Chark and Adam Thielen on the same team. Got Terrace Marshall. We got depth at the wide receiver in competition in every fucking spot. Terrace Marshall got DJ Chark to hold him accountable. LaVisca Chenault got Adam Thielen got LaVisca Chenault breathing out his neck. The only one that don't have competition is Mingo, and he's not supposed to. He's a fucking rookie. But besides that, we got competition everywhere. Let's see where they evolve into before we automatically just assume, nigga, we need to draft another receiver all fucking ready. Yeah, my
So
dog said the same thing.
so y'all telling me if TMJ don't get 800 yards and like 5 touchdowns, y'all keeping him?
Well, you spend a draft pick on this guy, and
If
it's
you can
going to
get him
be.
for a discount,
Yeah, well, I mean, I'm looking at it like this. It's going to take a lot for me to push his ass out of the door. As much as I talk shit about him with his plastic ass knees, I still wouldn't push him out the door. Now,
Mm.
yeah, I wouldn't. I wouldn't because the value of what this motherfucker could bring to the table is just too fucking high.
Hey, hold on a
If
second. Who is this guy? This ain't cute. Who the hell is this guy?
I talk a lot of shit about Plastic Man, but I see the upside with him, and I really do think if he ever get it together or get it to click, he gonna be a bad motherfucker.
yeah, I got a ghost on the pick. You gonna watch the house? Yeah.
Yeah, man. So that's all I'm saying, man. I want the best for this receiving core, man. That's all it is. I just think that we were putting too high of a stock on everybody minus. Well, after Thielen, everybody else to me is a question mark because it's just. I'm not saying they're sorry. I'm just saying that there's a lot of moving pieces with each one. Like each one of those guys have a different dilemma, and we don't know what direction they're moving in. So it's like we got to wait till the season to kind of really see.
AQ, if three receivers get 600 yards, right? Thielen gets you
Yeah.
1,000. Your tight end gets you about 600. The other tight end gets you 200. That's still a lot of yards, man. You still
Well,
throwing something to your back.
yeah.
I
Yeah.
Yeah,
mean, I don't know
How much
what.
is Miles getting?
That's what I'm saying. You're gonna throw it to your back too. So,
I think
man,
he
that's
can get
that
about
shit.
four to five
Six,
hundred. Yeah.
What the,
5, 6.
now we damn at 45, about 4,500, 4,300. Come on,
So
bro.
y'all think Bryce gonna come out here and throw for 5,000 yards his first year?
Nah, he's not doing
No,
that.
He can
no,
throw
no,
for
no,
over
no.
4,000. Big
He's
Mike
gonna
said it
spread. He's
first.
gonna spread the ball. But I need to see more of that receiver room. I think I don't know. I don't know.
It's a slippery slope because as a rookie, I want to see him do better than 3,500 yards. That's like the lowest part that I'll accept from him as a number one overall draft pick and coming into this team with all these weapons that's there as well as this run game. But you got to take into account we're not going to be passing as much as people think we are. We got Miles Sanders for a reason. We're going to run that damn ball. This is going to be a hard smash mouth football team, run pass option, a lot of play action across the field. You're going to see Hayden Hurst at his best this year.
So you
Hayden
think
Hurst is going to really look
you
good.
think about 3,800?
I say, yeah, somewhere around 38 to 42, somewhere up in there.
It's
That man about
possible.
to throw. I'm gonna tell you right now. That man about to throw for 4,000 yards next year. I said it first. Big Mike right here on Black.
Uh-oh.
I'm
Damn.
telling you.
Here we go.
Hold
Here
on
we
a
go.
second.
I said it first. Let me tell you why I
No.
say that shit.
What's going
Here we
on,
Because
go.
Jay?
Miles Sanders ain't gonna
Now,
be just running.
CJ.
No, no, no. I'm gonna tell you why Bryce Young's gonna do that. And the reason why Bryce Young's gonna do that because Miles Sanders is gonna catch out the backfield. Hayden Hurst gonna catch out the backfield. Then you got Mingo, TMJ, Adam Thielen. It's gonna be hard to double team anybody like Pop said earlier. Everybody got hands for the most part. If TMJ can reach and grab the ball instead of grabbing it with his body, I'll be so much more happier. But everybody can make plays. He's gonna throw for over 4 grand. Y'all heard that here. So go ahead, go to Vegas, put the money down. So when y'all get paid, you ain't gotta give me none. Just shoot a little bit right here to black
To my man,
to
to
my
my
man
man,
Q.
to
There
my
you go.
man
Yeah,
Q.
yeah.
You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
Like and subscribe and shit. I just got you another tip. That man Bryce Young gonna throw for 4 grand. I
Yeah,
told
yeah.
you that first.
Okay, Mike. Listen to what
Yeah,
you
yeah,
just
yeah,
said, right?
yeah, yeah.
That means that means what? Thielen gonna get about what 800,
Look,
and
when
then
he
the other.
said Thielen at 900, I agree. I think Terrace Marshall is going to try to duplicate that because it's his contract year.
Nah.
You ever have your ribs ever hurt because you hungry, my nigga? Terrace Marshall is about
God
So
damn.
you saying
Terrace
TMJ is
Marshall.
hungry?
Terrace Marshall about to look around and realize, look, for real, if I don't show out, I'm on EBT next year.
That's
You know
true.
how
That's
hard it is to change your lifestyle when you in
yeah.
Charlotte and you an NFL player, or you in another city, you an NFL player, and you realize that next year you might be on EBT. Oh, that nigga
I
will show
mean,
out.
Mike, I can't tell. I follow this man on social media, and the only thing I see him doing as a rookie is promoting his clothing brand.
Let me tell you why. I'm gonna tell you why.
He
Let me
haven't, he
explain that. Let
haven't,
me
he
explain that. Let me
haven't
explain
done
that.
nothing.
Because if I was him, I'd do the
Only
same
time I
shit.
seen a workout video was this year. You
Oh,
3 years,
Huh?
you 3 years in your rookie contract. Like
Okay.
I'm seeing Mingo doing more than he doing. He's not even posting. He's not worried about no clothing brand.
Let
This
me tell
man,
you why,
like,
though. Let me tell you
bruh,
why, dog. If you TMJ, yes, they paying you to play. But my nigga, every fucking game you on the bench, and for some fucking reason your coach don't know professional football to save his ass, your offensive coordinator don't know football to save his ass, you got random quarterbacks that can't throw over defensive offensive linemen that's getting batted down. Nigga, you need an outlet. It's either that or go back to selling drugs, my nigga. You
I
gotta
hear
do
excuses.
yeah,
I,
yeah.
I
No,
hear
he talking
excuses over
fact.
here.
That's
Because
fact.
if you
That's
work
need
in
an
a
fact.
outlet, my
Whole
guy.
bunch of
hey
excuses.
Q, if you work in a normal job and you got a worker that's bullshit, won't you file a complaint?
No, you switch
No,
jobs, do you not?
I'm
Don't you
gonna
switch
mind my
jobs?
motherfucking business, and if the bitch get fired, he
But
get fired.
Nah, bro. Look,
he's not
listen,
getting fired
listen,
though. You got to
listen.
pull a double because he's not doing his job. So if
Oh, I ain't
TMJ
pulling
feel
a double for nobody. I'm gonna tell you that
so
now. That shit ain't
if
happening.
TMJ feeling so way, he should have reported everybody that's not doing their job. That's his fault. You haven't proven shit. Why is you worried about the closing?
Who he gonna report it to? The same nigga that's coaching him? Who he gonna report it to? The coach?
Not a higher ups.
Exactly.
Shit.
Exactly.
Who
Yeah, you right.
The higher ups.
Well,
Yeah, you would report
look,
it to.
they put us on national TV talking about how retarded our offense look. Everybody fucking knew it. Wasn't this TMJ? So that nigga like, fuck this, I'm about to do this instead. Cause these niggas tripping. I done
Yeah,
did
you
it
ain't
too.
lying.
But go
So
back
let
to
me ask you a question, Mike. Hold on, let me stop you. Let me stop you right there. Is he or is he not an NFL wideout?
Absolutely.
Are we paying him to be a fucking wideout right now?
Absolutely not.
Then you shut the fuck up and do your motherfucking job.
No. See, I like how y'all motherfuckers just be like, shut up and do your job. But you know how hard it is to look at the TV and see all your peers in the playoffs and shit. They winning games and
I
But
don't give a
shit.
fuck about that. I don't give a fuck
Mike,
about that. No,
Mike,
sir.
Mike, that goes back to John Morant, right? You talking about you want your young players to have fun and do them. Look at John Morant, he doing the same thing and now he getting fined, he getting game suspensions. Like why can't TMJ take it serious and not worried about his closing? Like I'm not trying to be harsh on a man, like he
Cause
like
he
you can
ain't
do
have a
what you want to
quarterback.
do, but you in the NFL, take that shit serious. You think people
Come
that's
on
not
now.
making the roster is gonna do what
Nah.
you're doing? Cause you
Somebody
got a league. Cause you
Nah.
got a.
has
Come
everybody
on,
on
bro.
here played sports before? Have
Yep.
everybody on here played
Yes.
sports before?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
sir. Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yeah, have you got your ass handed to you numerous of times and be like, nigga, fuck this coach, fuck everything, fuck, you know what I mean? Have you ever been like, yo, fuck everybody, the person that
Yeah.
designed the play? You
Yeah.
know, that loss hurts because when you working and you working a 9 to 5, you get paid to do a job. But when your ass is on the field, you get your ass handed to you. Like they bullying you, they laughing, they talking shit. Like after we whoop your ass, you say I'm gonna go fuck your mom and shit. And you gotta live with that shit
All
every
right, Mike.
fucking
All
week.
right, Mike.
So
All
so
right, Mike.
TMJ
Damn,
can
Mike.
just chill on the
Mike,
sideline,
Mike,
got
Mike
it.
went on the deep end on that.
Yeah, he
So
did.
TMJ can just chill on the
God
locker. I get it.
damn.
I get
I
Dang.
it.
mean,
TMJ can just chill.
football is
Yeah.
psychological.
Hey, hey, slow
Football is
down, Mike.
psychological. You feel me?
Hey, slow down,
So
Mike.
that
Slow
shit
down, Mike.
hurt.
Hey, let me jump in,
Damn,
Mike. Let me
Mike.
jump in. Hey, check this out. If only thing I'm gonna back you up a little bit, Mike. Check this out. If you think about it, when he was on LSU, he was leading those guys, right, in receiving
Yeah. Hmm.
and touchdown, right? And
Facts.
now number 3 and number 4 in the league is his guys he was beating, and they got a decent quarterback each one of them, and he
And
got his trash.
you got Joe Burrow and shit, and he got to deal
Yeah,
with PJ Walker. Like, come on,
that's
you
what I'm
bad
saying.
as hell right now.
Oh.
At least he did not go crazy and act like a diva. So that's the only thing I can say good about it. He hasn't gone crazy and throwing his stuff on the sideline and cussing people out. So I'm happy about that. He hasn't
At
been
least
a
he ain't do
locker
the
room distraction.
OBJ, hit
You
himself
ain't
in the
like, yeah,
head
yeah,
with the
yeah.
net.
You're right. You're right. You're right. He could have did an OBJ. You're right. He could have did that. So okay, I got you.
You saw DJ Moore, he got frustrated last year, right? Mr. Calm and Collective, he got frustrated last year. So Robbie Anderson, that's why he went to a different team because he got frustrated last year. Let's put
Nah,
this
Yeah,
shit out
hit,
yeah. Okay, all right, all right.
Robbie would
Robbie
rather
got
beat a nigga
frustrated because his
ass.
man's got fired. That's why he got frustrated. Let's
there.
be
Yeah,
He got
you're
honest.
right.
tired of losing. What Christian
Let's be
McCaffrey
honest. No,
say?
nah, Mike.
Even Christian
Nah,
McCaffrey said
it
that he.
wasn't because of losing.
Oh, you okay? So you think if niggas was winning, they would have act more positive?
Mike,
Like,
Mike.
come on
No,
now.
he lost his
Robbie,
coach.
Robbie was acting out when his man's got fired. He
Yeah, he
wasn't
lost
doing
his
that at
coach.
first. He was chilling. He didn't have to put in no effort because he was getting baby.
Okay, well
It
let's
wasn't.
go
It
ahead and
wasn't
put.
because of losing.
Okay, I
He didn't
got
want
you.
he didn't want Steve Wilkes either.
Now Steve
Hell no,
Wilkes
he
is in his
didn't.
ass.
Cause
Steve
you
Wilkes is in
seen
his
Yeah.
ass.
we all seen Sam Darnold like playing like Ghost is up there already in his face, and Robbie wasn't doing that at first. Soon as his
Hmm.
boy got fired, you see him start arguing with him. You see the little stuff that he was doing to get fired. It wasn't because of losing. He was okay with not doing nothing to
Honestly, I'm
get an
gonna tell you
easy
what it was.
bag.
Robbie Anderson didn't want to block. That was the thing about Robbie Anderson. That
Yeah,
nigga
he
don't
ain't
want
want to
to
block
block
shit.
shit.
Nah.
And in a power run game like that, Robbie Anderson was supposed to block, and that nigga said, "I'm not here to
Nah.
do that. I'm here to make plays."
Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I'm
But that's
saying. He
another
Exactly.
wanted the
story.
easy bag.
with a little scrawny ass. Don't want to get out there and block worth a fuck.
By the way,
Boy, shit.
shots out to our wide receiver squad because every last one of these niggas can block. Like, except for Thielen. Thielen's the only one that can't block. But Terrace Marshall, Laviscus, Mingo, all three of them niggas can block. So Miles Sanders, if he breaks loose, he gone. I just want to point that out. So if y'all niggas doing fantasy football, don't send me no bread. Nah, just draft Miles Sanders to see what happens. All right.
Adam Thielen
Hey,
gonna
look
be
at here.
a first down specialist and a red zone threat.
Who?
Adam Thielen.
Oh yeah, facts.
Hey, and I believe Adam Thielen's gonna look more like Cooper Kupp this year because wow, look at those,
Oh,
look at those.
that's
Wow,
a lot.
That's a stretch, Wiley.
That's a lot.
That's
I
a
know
stretch,
it is.
Wiley.
Wait a minute now.
God
Hold
damn.
on.
What he say?
He gonna
Lot,
turn
Wiley.
back. Hold on, let me finish. He gonna
What he
turn back
say?
the clock. He gonna turn back the clock. And cause okay, look at Thielen. Look at Thielen. Hold on. Look at Thielen's
You on
career.
your ass,
And look
Wiley.
at I know it. Look at Cooper Kupp. Cooper Kupp does all that
Well,
work in the slot. He does all that work in the slot, bro. He gonna do it.
Okay, look,
Number
I get what he's trying to say. He's trying to say Thielen's gonna be our poor man Cooper Kupp. He's not
Yeah.
about to say that nigga gonna have like 1,800 yards and no shit. He just say he's gonna do the routes that Cooper Kupp does, and he's gonna be
Correct.
The
able to
dirty work.
execute them
Yeah.
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
and he gonna have
Yeah,
that effect though. He gonna
don't
have that effect.
impel him. He know not what he say.
Oh, come on now. Mike, see, Mike,
hey,
it's
Hey, Wiley.
Mike, give me a little love.
That's respect.
He hit me with a
nah,
shooting
but
out
it's,
of the
it's
back.
facts though, because Thielen was
He
like
took
that
that shit
like when he
back.
was
But
younger.
wait though,
At the point he is, he's gonna be a garbage man, maybe third down slot guy. He's gonna be a slot receiver. He's gonna be that go-to slot receiver.
Oh, he is, and he's right. So he is gonna have like a poor man's Cooper Cup kind of season. And now, if you look at this team, I see some of the West Coast written all over it, and this is what I mean. When I look
Well,
at
that's Brown.
Mingo, I see like a
That's
Debo
Brown.
Samuel. When I look at Adam Thielen, I see like a Cooper Cup. You know what I mean? Like these guys that can make plays, got solid hands. Mingo, he can do some bullying after he catches the ball and shit. That's what it could possibly have. I'm setting the bar very high when I say Cooper Cup and Debo Samuel. Now
Well, I
we
got
finally got a tight end that can catch some shit to go with that, and we got a dual running back that can catch and run out the backfield. I think the offense before when week 7 hits, week 8, y'all gonna see this offense come alive on different levels. Y'all gonna be we got something special here, and that's what we need. Because when off season hit, there's some big name receivers that we need to go so we can have that three power hit in the backfield, whether it's Mingo, uh, uh, Adam. I don't have faith in Plastic Man. I'm like Q. I don't see it yet, so I'm not going to put my wages on it. I think he's going to be a great number 2 receiver somewhere else.
Hey, check this out, Mike. What if we trade him to the Bengals and get him for Higgins?
If
I
Bengals
take
They
that
not
all
got
day
doing that.
long.
Higgins
I'll
for
They
take
not
that all
doing
day
that.
$800,
long.
bro,
Yeah,
They
yeah, that's a steal. You better take that.
Hey,
they is not doing
reunite
that.
him. Hey, reunite him because they don't want to. They can't afford. Higgins. Reunite him with Joe Burrow. Let him and Chase do their thing. We take the money with Higgins, right? And then we give them a late round draft
they
pick.
can do
Call
that
it a wash.
if
Hey
he's willing.
Wally,
If they can do that, if they willing to if he's willing to do something with his contract. You
it
know what
makes
I'm saying?
sense to the
It's not.
fans, but I don't see the team doing that.
Yeah, but a quick question though, Go. We never got into the team practice.
Mm, good point.
Oh wow. That's
We
see that
we,
that might
we
be
skipped over that.
that might be that
Yeah.
might be a tomorrow. You know what I'm saying? I'm sorry I had to do a little work. You know, I have to do that from time to time. But that might be a topic for tomorrow.
Right
Yeah,
on.
yeah. God damn it, this receiver room got us all hyped today. I ain't even about
Yeah,
to lie.
yeah. It took a whole life of itself.
Shit got me
Yeah,
hyped.
because we got competent players in the building
Tell
now.
you.
You know what I'm saying?
Wow, that's crazy.
And
Eh?
coaching.
Well,
And
And
coaching.
coaching.
I wouldn't go that far now.
Okay,
So
so
so so Mingo, you don't think Mingo ain't gonna be competent? You think Adam Thielen ain't gonna be competent? You don't think
I
Hayden
don't know
Hurst?
that yet.
You don't think Hay?
I don't know that yet.
You said look at the facts.
this is the thing,
Adam
Pop.
Thielen and Hayden Hurst.
It's gonna be a lot of situational football that's
You
gonna
can't
be
say shit to
played.
Q.
It's gonna be a lot of situational football that's gonna be
Q just
played.
being
Get off that
difficult for
damn
no
hater aid,
reason.
Keith. Get
Q
off
just
that
Q,
hater
being
aid,
difficult
Keith.
for no
you know what
fucking
it is.
reason.
Q want to throw up his defensive mechanism and pour that out on everybody else.
Sure he lied.
You
That's
you
hater aid.
you be a turtle in your own shell. You know what I'm saying?
Hater aid. Hater aid.
Hey, Q,
What's up?
listen. LaVishka Chenault, a poor man's Debo Samuel.
Oh man, you're right.
Yeah, he got good he got good hands. He got speed. He got
And
size.
he got the body size. Yeah.
And they just don't play him.
Yeah.
They just don't play him
And
right.
he got Thomas Brown. Let's put that out there. Yeah,
Oh,
I
yeah.
What's
think
up?
I think that's gonna be the biggest difference because Monk Thomas Brown been designing this fucking playbook. People just found out that he was gonna do the play caller. They said this shit months ago that he was designing the plays and shit. So I saw this shit coming.
Yeah, like Lavisha making the team. He ain't getting cut. I'm telling you
For
that now.
sure. So this
He
is
ain't
gonna
getting
be
Yeah, I
cut.
think
Derek
he making the
Chark,
team. Yeah.
Steelers, Terrace Marshall, and Mingo. We just gotta figure out who's going, Bird or Shy Smith.
Anybody I done
I,
seen them had a microphone in their
Well,
hand ain't
look,
got cut.
that's the thing. That's the thing, though. But if he made it, if he makes this team, if LaVishka Chenault makes this team, it will be special team, and he will take on that gadget role again. He's not
And
gonna
I'm
be a route technician type receiver that's gonna be on this team.
and I'm okay with that. I really am. I'm really okay with that. If that's where they put him at, that what you're saying is we got faith in the three guys that we got in front of him. And
Yep.
I do too to a certain degree.
Yeah, so he'd be a fourth string wide receiver. I mean, you
Yeah.
know,
And
hey,
he
I
didn't
don't know.
average
Come
like
on, guys.
600 yards a year. So
Oh,
why?
that
No, but is Debo Samuel a route running receiver? Come on, bro.
Nope.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
So
But I'm not about to put him over a Mingo. I don't give a fuck how much what you say.
no,
If
he
you
talking
leave
he
and
talk, he
say,
talking about Chenault. He comparing Chenault to Debo.
yeah, that's
that's
why
what I'm.
he's fourth. He don't want him to be in fourth place as the receiver list. That's why he keeps
Yeah,
going back
yeah.
to
He
no
may be fourth. He may be fourth. But if he gets the ball on a 10-yard slant, he may take it to the house.
facts. So we're gonna keep that
yeah.
nigga in the lineup here and there. But I'm not about to compromise Mingo's growth and the investment I may have to put in Terrace Marshall Jr. or DJ Chark. Because I know what I have to pay LeChenault. I gotta pay him something over the EBT, maybe an ADC check or some shit like that. Let him get in those
Oh,
section
man.
eight and he cool. He
Come on,
happy.
man. Come on,
I don't
man.
have
Come
to
You,
on
pay
now.
him a
you
lot.
strong with that section
What's
8 over there, boy.
Nigga, I
hey,
grew up
what's
in the
Hey,
projects. I can't
hey,
help it.
hey, hey,
But what
hey,
I'm
hey, hey,
saying is,
God damn.
Mike, hey, Mike, check it out. Next thing you gonna have all our guys doing hand to hand out there, talking about, hey, I got you, bro. Be like acting like Shy Smith wanting his sock for that dope, huh?
oh man.
But
Yo, so
Wiley,
what's the
but he's
chances of
right though,
Van?
Wiley, because how y'all gonna just slide this guy in to say what? Third receiver, second receiver, or something like that. And all
who?
y'all seen him do is
Who?
get the no, should know.
Bruh.
All y'all seen him do was catch a couple of screens and shit.
We said
No,
fourth. Where you get this second
We
and
said
third shit?
four.
We said
no.
fourth
He,
That's what
hey,
I'm
hey,
saying.
5
I
I'm,
don't
I'm,
know
times.
I'm
why they
saying, I'm
say.
saying some people say, no, you can't do that for him. You can't do that with him. Like y'all want
no,
him
no,
higher
no.
on the depth chart.
No, go that what I
So,
was saying was I was saying he doesn't have to be a technician because Debo Samuel's not a route runner technician. And if you look at the film from college, he actually ran the same routes that Debo is running. So he could do it. It's
He
not
can
like he
run routes,
hasn't done it.
man. He
So,
just
but
never
well, let
been
me
with a
let me
team to
ask you,
scheme him to run
let me
routes,
ask you
bro.
this:
He can run routes.
in this offense, in this regime's offense, Thomas Brown, Frank Red, or whatever. Didn't you say the other night? What did we say? What did you say, Pop? That you read something where Thomas was going to call the play,
Yeah,
Frank was
Joe
going to
Person.
lift that up.
Joe Person said that Thomas Brown will be calling plays from the sidelines. He tweeted it out
So
from their
that
press
kind of
conference today.
that tells me that Thomas Brown came in there and asserted himself. They already said from everybody said Deuce Staley on down to everybody that made that decision. Said this guy wowed him. This guy knows what he's doing. This guy wowed him. This guy blowed it out the park.
Mm-hmm.
So that tells me
that this guy came in there and probably developed that playbook damn near himself.
Yeah, he had a big part in it. I mean, he didn't bring no
Oh
techno
yeah.
bowl playbook.
Nah, he didn't bring
Shout
that.
out to
That's what
Steve
I'm saying.
Wilkes.
That's what I'm
Here we
saying.
go.
Come on,
This
that
guy came
Pop.
in
They go
here and
Papa
damn
do what
near
he do.
developed his playbook himself. That's why that man gonna give up those play calling
Yeah,
duties
and
to him.
which is good to relieve some of the pressure off of him, so he can use his attentions elsewhere around the team. You know what I mean? Where he can
Yep.
help out as well too. Because being a head coach, you got to have the right staff. You can't do everything. Baltimore, he tried to do everything. He wanted to
Try to
be
do
in control of
everything. That's what
everything
fucked him up
instead
right
of
there.
having the right staff around
Yep.
him. Andy Reid, what did he do? He had other guys around him to help him solidify his team, and that's what makes
Mm-hmm.
you a great head coach when you have a staff that's put together that everybody know their role. So
There
I
it
Hey,
is,
yo,
love
Pop.
I love that
Okay,
tweet
There it
that
is.
I
so
love that tweet.
the next question with that, if y'all saying Thomas Brown probably implemented most of this offense, most of this playbook, is that going to be suited for route running technicians or improvisers?
Oh
It could
no,
it,
you're gonna have to be where you have to be where you're supposed to be. If you look
yeah.
at the Rams, those guys are set up to be where they're supposed to be. Uh,
Okay, there you
but
go,
hold on,
Wiley.
but hold on.
That's where
No,
I
no,
was
no,
going with it. There
no,
you a
no, no,
genius, boy. Go
no, no.
ahead now.
What I'm trying to say though is the difference is if you look at the way the receivers are running the routes inside of the Rams playbook, the only one that's really is a technician is Thielen. Everyone else are running the routes, the normal routes that every other playbook has, and I think we have the receivers can do that. Plus, we're gonna mix in the route tree that our head coach has too. So it's gonna be a little different, and I think you're gonna get a little flavor that San Fran too.
Yeah, because we're gonna
I
run the
don't think
ball.
I don't think you're gonna smell no kind of Frank Rich on this offense. I think this is all Brown.
And I agree with that. And the reason why I agree with that, because I look at the receivers. One thing the Rams receiver always had was receivers that do it all. Them niggas block, them niggas throw, them niggas do it all. They are breaded that they have to catch. You got to make plays. You got to do this. Robert Woods was underrated as a motherfucker because he did everything.
And you're right. They missed him last year once he went to where he went to. I think he went to Tennessee. They missed him.
Yeah, so with that said, man, LaVisca's right
hold
where
on.
he needs to be.
We had another question before that go. I think Carolina Logic was going to ask us something about Van.
Yeah, Judge Van. What do y'all think the chances of him knocking out Shy and Demir Bird for a spot?
It's possible.
Yeah, it's possible because
I
Now, it
think
those
ain't
so
two
too
too.
guys
hard
I
are
to
think
really.
do.
he got a good.
Hey, Carolina Logic. If you talk about two niggas that's on the bubble, them niggas is really on the bubble. You got about 3 or 4 motherfuckers in that room that's on
Yes,
the bubble.
sir.
They're not carrying but 6 motherfuckers.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
That's it, y'all.
I think they're gonna carry 7. They're gonna carry 7.
Josh
No,
Van
Uh,
Wiley,
is
that's gonna
most
be a
likely gonna
stretch.
make the practice squad.
yeah, Van will
That's
make the
gonna be a
practice
stretch,
squad.
Wiley.
I think yeah, I know, but I think they're gonna carry 7 simply because I think they're gonna get rid of one of the tight ends.
Why
He could
K7?
potentially special teams. He might have a spot there too. Never know.
Oh, and this another thing too about Josh Van. He's also a kick returner. He's also a punt
Yeah.
returner. He's dangerous. So that's another person that's pushing for Shy Smith's job. Trying to tell you.
I
Shy
think
Shy
Smith
Shy
Smith
is in the
Smith
fast
is
bag.
gone.
gone.
Let's
I
just, let's
think
just
Shy's
put it out
gone.
there. Shy Smith is in the bag. He ain't gonna be here long.
Yeah.
Like he
Nah,
Yeah.
done.
he's
Well,
done.
well,
Casket
think
Shaw.
about it. Think about it. His year to show out was last year with Baltimore because they were looking for him to come back off of his rookie season and be right there with DJ. But he had that bullshit go on to his own device, and he just didn't never look like he was progressing last year. So he fucked himself. You can't blame nobody but him.
You said with
Mm-hmm.
Baltimore. Who was with Baltimore? You talking about Shy?
He said Baltimore.
Yeah,
He talking about
I
the
said
guy that won't
Baltimore.
be named. The guy
The
that won't
nigga
be
that won't be
named.
that nigga in Nebraska.
Oh, God.
Cause that's his guy.
Yeah,
Y'all
it
gotta
is.
realize
It is.
that's his guy.
Matter of fact, that's why you can blame the production of Leviticus Note a little bit on Shy Smith's presence. Like, let's be real. Shy Smith had plenty of opportunities and he dropped
He
them.
had an
I'm not
opportunity.
talking
You're
about
right, Mike.
he just
You
You're
ain't
dropped
right.
shit.
lying. Yep.
You're right.
Drop.
You're right.
Man, those drops was bad. They were bad.
It was worse than Chuba.
Golly. Mm-hmm.
That's why I said
Cuba.
he has a problem. He has a problem with concentration catches, y'all.
Okay.
And and
If
and
y'all
and,
name him,
and
what about
Chenault
him?
doesn't.
What about
Mm.
Chuba?
His ass on the outs.
Yeah,
It's
Okay.
gonna be tough.
this is last year.
I think they'll
Hey,
hold on to him, but he should be out, in my opinion.
hey,
He got
Chuba either gonna be the
Okay.
he got one more year. And let me tell you why.
go
Yeah.
Because
ahead.
catching the ball, he garbage. But there was some motherfucking good ass plays he made last year when he had to come in and let Foreman get on the sideline. Like it wasn't just Foreman that ran all over Detroit. Chuba ran his ass all over Detroit. I think he had
Okay,
like
Mike.
160
Mike.
something.
What did they put together all together? What did they put together? Maybe 3 games out of 17 that them boys were looking like, okay, you see flashes. We
Okay,
won't
pause.
consider
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna give it 17. I'm gonna say they put together like 4 out of 9 because that's when Steve Wilkes fell back. Steve Wilkes stepped up and said, "We just gonna run the ball." So almost half the games they showed out when Steve Wilkes took over.
But
You're right
okay,
because
even when
okay.
he
I,
did have
I,
those
I
breakout
give you
games,
that. I
I
give you
can't
that.
I can't give Chuba that though.
oh
Because
wow,
even the games that he did look good in, you could see him. He pick out that first vision. He try to run through it when it's close. He's still gonna run like try to run through it and get stopped.
yeah, that's true. Yeah,
Don't tell
it's
me y'all
vision.
ain't see that.
Yeah,
He don't have good vision.
nah, you don't get.
He,
At
We
all.
all agree to that.
he ain't got good
We all
vision,
agree to
Yep.
that.
Yep.
and he ain't got no wiggle in his game. No
See,
pause
that's
on that.
why
But
I wanted
No,
us to sign another running back because
Well, we
I
did.
said if you
We
go back
did.
and look at the Black Cat the podcast, you go back and hear. I said, look, if we had another running back, we know Steve Wilkes already gave us the foundation for a great running game. So Miles Sanders is good, but I would love to see Kareem Hunt behind his ass so we can get up for dirt cheap.
Yeah, you're right. If we get a veteran, but I think we got. I think it's either this. Chuba is going to either be the second guy or off the team because I think Campbell may take. Excuse me, Campbell. Cam may take his place, or
Yeah.
remember we still got what's his name? The guy that
Don't say
never get no
Blackshear.
playing time.
Please don't say Blackshear.
No, not Black Shear. The other guy.
Uh,
The guy he's 6'1", 220. He ain't got no playing time. Uh, I
Brown.
can't remember. Yeah, Brown. There you go. We got Brown. And I'm just saying, Brown hasn't getting the opportunity like those other guys. So if you make it an even thing after number one, either Truba gonna be number two or his ass gonna be off the field.
Oh, Spencer Brown. Yeah,
well, you,
Yeah,
well, well,
Spencer Brown. Yeah.
you got you
yeah,
got you
Spencer
got the
Brown
big
gone.
boy. You got the big boy from Appalachian State. That was undrafted free agent that's coming in there. He's gonna make this team.
Yeah,
Oh,
but
Yeah.
he
and
He's the
look,
only big body.
I'm
he,
glad you
he
He's the
brought
only
him
big
up
body back.
because that
but he's no
motherfucker
bigger
can
than
block too.
yeah,
That
but he's no bigger
motherfucker
than
Yes,
can
Brown.
block.
sir.
So
Yeah,
Hey, Brown is the
if
same
you say
size, man.
him, Miles Sanders,
Brown.
probably Chuba Hubbard is gonna be up
Oh,
there.
okay.
They're not carrying how many backs y'all think they're gonna carry? If you think they're
Three,
gonna
but
carry
I think
7 wide
yeah,
receivers,
no,
how
no.
yeah.
many backs they gonna carry?
Either Brown or
Peoples,
Chuba is gone.
Tuples. No,
Either
it's
Brown or Chuba is gone. Go
it,
ahead.
Peoples,
it,
yeah, Peoples.
it
I don't know why I keep
they
forgetting
gonna
about.
keep Chuba.
Yeah.
They cause they got what's his name? The guy we got from the Eagles, and they gonna get
Miles Sanders.
Cameron Peoples, bro.
Yeah, because see, this is
That's
the
gonna be
thing,
your
Wiley.
three.
This is where I'm at though, Wiley, with that. Okay, you're paying Miles Sanders. Okay, you already made that deal for him as free agent. You take Chuba Hubbard that's still on a rookie deal. If you was gonna go get Cam Peoples and put him in there in the mix, you later on you can always get another back. even when the season starts.
And go think
If
about
you,
this.
if,
My bad. Why did we
uh,
go get a
go
running back,
ahead.
especially a
Go ahead.
running back? I bet you that was a Browns pick. He wants a physical back,
When
Hey,
he
check it out.
already had 4 on the roster, he goes and
No,
pick up. He go bring in another back.
not a big
yeah,
physical back.
yeah. Hold on. Brown, Sheldon Brown. He's actually is. He's the same size as Peebles. He's the same size. Both of them 6'1", about 220 to 230. They're the same size.
Yo,
But what we're
Demetrius
saying,
Thomas,
they seeing
hell
something
no.
else from this guy that they didn't see from that guy last year on the tape. Because see, you got a first year coaching staff. So basically, what they're doing right now is looking at tape. They get these guys on the field. They getting ready to make some cuts real early. You know what I'm saying? Heads getting ready to roll off the rip. Soon as they don't see what they thought they seen on the film, first week, a lot of these guys ain't even gonna make the preseason game. A lot of these guys ain't even gonna make it in them joint practices.
Yeah, Wally, you got to ask yourself that. Why would they go get somebody the
No,
same
no.
size, same weight? If we already had them on the team, they already said they
You
want to
already
run.
had them on the team, yeah.
Could do Staley's over the running back room, right?
Yeah.
Thomas
He over
Brown,
the running back room.
Thomas Brown was a running back in the
Yeah,
league.
yeah.
So
All
so
I'm saying
so
is this: either Chuba is gonna make it, or I think they're gonna go this way. If it was me, they're gonna go with Miles Sanders. They're gonna get big back, and they're gonna keep Blackshear, and that's what they're gonna do. Look at the Eagles.
Well,
Look at the Eagles. Look at the Eagles running backs. A lot of those guys look like Blackshear.
okay.
Uh,
Think about this. Think about this again. What the scheme is going to be like? Is it going to be a lot of
Goddamn, Jeff
driving
Gore.
sitting back there? Is it going to be like sitting back there? The backs going to be asked to block for Bryce, or are they going to do a lot of screens coming out the backfield? Are they going to do?
Both,
Are they going to do a lot
both.
of power running? I mean, what are they going to do?
I think they're gonna do. I think they're gonna do power running. The guys are gonna have to block, and they're gonna have to be able to catch out the backfield. And
yeah.
that's the reason why I said Chuba may be the man that's out.
That's the odd man out for his ass.
so Wally,
I don't see. Go ahead, Papa.
I'm just gonna be real quick. Wally, I want you to go look at Brown's tape and People's tape, and I think that'll answer the question why they went and got Peoples.
Okay, you know what? I think also is this. I think they're gonna get a veteran, and a veteran's either gonna push one of those guys out, and then a veteran's gonna be the number two back, and then they're gonna keep Blackshear. If it was
Zeke
me,
still available?
They're not getting no veteran. They
Hell
they
no, because we got
they
Miles Sanders.
Yeah.
they're not spending no money on no running back. They already got Miles.
Because if they do keep 4, it's only because you got a lot. You ain't paying but one of the motherfuckers, and that's Miles Sanders.
Yeah.
If you
that's
think it like
true.
that, if you look
That's
at it,
true
if you look
because
at
if
it
you
from
think of
this,
People's are undrafted.
yeah,
Blackshear's undrafted. They're cheap. The Trooper getting a reasonable one, but he's not getting that much.
yeah,
And the only one getting paid is Miles. You're right.
it's Miles.
I'm
But
I'm
If
not
they
I'm
the
not
do
only
keep him,
keeping Blackshear. He was horrible on kick return.
yeah, but it's for him being a third down back, not kick return.
But he done
and
kick
you do
returns and
it,
he looked
but
bad.
then JSU, then you look at it and say, okay, like what we were just saying, 4 or 5 games they put together where they were running like beasts, running by committee. I
Yeah.
mean, if you can get more, if Deuce Daly can get a little more out of them niggas, you know what I'm saying, than whoever the previous running back coach was. I mean, you still winning because you're not paying nobody nothing but Miles Sanders.
Yeah.
And if you look at it, the Eagles have four running backs and they use all of them. Some of the guys had 200 yards, but they played at certain times of the season to give guys breaks, so that way
Yeah,
they were fresh at the end of the year.
because y'all really think when did the production go up? When we got rid of Christian McCaffrey? When we started running the damn backs? When we started using other people? Come on now.
That's
So
true.
so
Our production got a whole lot better when we got rid of Christian.
Exactly. Because he was taking all the snaps.
so we keeping Chuba in Blackshear and putting Brown on the practice.
It's possible. It's possible because you're not paying them. It's
Yeah.
not costing
Yeah,
you a lot.
yeah, because Brown, right, maybe on the practice or Peoples on the practice squad, and you dress out three running backs, and
Damn,
you
that's like
have
5
Go
then.
ahead.
That's like 5
Well,
running backs.
Yeah.
well, you may have 5, 4 for sure. But the reason why I say it because this. Look at the Eagles. I'm trying to base it off the Eagles talking about running backs, right? You got to look at all the different because we don't know what their damn philosophy is gonna be. If
Yeah.
you look at the
Because you keep
Rams,
saying, because
they
you
had
keep saying, yeah, you keep
yeah
saying
the
the
Rams
Eagles. We know the Eagle gonna power run. You know that.
yeah and the Rams had 3 running backs for sure. They did by committee, and if you look at what the Rams did, excuse me, the Eagles they did 4 running backs by committee. So it's between 3 and 4, and then we may keep
How
4
many did
or 5. We
Detroit?
don't
How
know.
many did Detroit carry, Wiley? How many did Detroit carry?
4, 4.
They carried 4 last year, so it's a
Yep.
possibility we'll carry 4.
Yeah, I don't mind it. I just don't see the vision with Chuba and Blackshear. That's just me.
Don't worry, you ain't the only one, man. I don't see the vision with the boys either.
Yeah,
And the hardest thing
Chuba.
is
Yeah, Chuba
Well,
and Ian Thomas can head on and hit the dope.
well,
There you go. I'm
Hey,
with you on that.
y'all
I
think
ain't mad
about it
at you
like
on
this.
that.
Y'all think about it like this. Now, okay, Bryce ran 7 plays last year under center. 7. If he goes back and he's in the gun this year, you taking away our power run, backing the linebackers up, or making them play true. Any way you want to look at it, right? That's an easy. That's an easy scheme for NFL defensive coordinator, y'all. He's figured out
Hold
as
on
a
a
runner.
second. No, I don't agree with that because look at the Eagles. They how many times did Jalen Hurts go on the center? Oh, look at that. See?
Mm.
I don't
got
know.
him, got him,
I mean,
Mm.
I don't know. I don't know. I'm
got
just
him.
saying. But did Jalen run more power football than Bryce is going to run in the RPO system? And I see him under the center a bunch of times in the Super Bowl.
He
Yeah,
was under
Jalen
center.
Jalen ran a
He was
lot.
yeah, but he
Jalen
was
ran a
under
lot.
center. Yeah, but he okay. Running or not running is still RPO. That's the problem. We keep treating it like the damn wishbone.
Yeah,
RPO.
But Wiley, my point where I try to say, like say the mobile quarterback being able to run, that gives that dual threat, that gives that other threat. That keeps those linebackers true when the quarterback can keep that ball. When he's a threat to keep it.
I don't.
That's
Go.
the plus. That's your
You got to give
plus
the
in the
man time to get the shit out, Go, because you ain't let them get the shit out.
I'm just saying, every time y'all keep saying in the RPO system, the quarterback
He
don't have to
trying to
run the ball.
explain it to you. He trying to explain it to you. You just ain't letting them get it out.
Oh, fuck on. Go
So
ahead,
what
go
I
ahead, go ahead.
what I was saying is this: the RPO lets the quarterback decide whether he's going to either run pass, right, run pass, or option, or
Uh-huh.
but when in the option, either you're going to run it or you're going to throw it by having somebody do a drag route across the front of the formation. So what I'm saying is you don't have to run it as the quarterback, do the same thing. You just got to be able to have somebody like Chinook or somebody running a drag route to be the relief valve for the quarterback.
Oh, it's
But
gonna happen. It's
if
gonna
I
happen this
don't have
season.
a quarterback with that skill set anyway, and I know it on the other side of the ball, I know it. I'm telling my motherfucking linebackers to come.
Do
Mm.
it. And what you know they're gonna find out is this.
You gonna
And
get
Mm.
this piece
punished.
is hard. I don't want
Okay,
Bryce to run, but
okay.
Bryce can run. He's not a statue. He can run, he don't have to run.
I
yeah.
keep
That
telling
that
them,
just
think
that
that boy a
RPO is
cripple.
designed to spread the defense out. Yeah, it's just gonna spread the defense out. If they send a linebacker right there, you just open up a bigger hole for one of them underneath routes, bro.
If he can see it.
Go, go.
Here we go.
Hey,
Here we
God,
go with this shit here.
here we
here
go.
we go.
Here
Here
we
we
Okay,
go.
go.
Here
y'all
we
watch
go.
the football
Here
this
we
year.
go.
Y'all watch some football this year, and y'all
But
know it, man. And y'all know it. We ain't talking about no slow ass motherfuckers that just barely gonna. Come on now.
oh man, yeah,
Go hard at it.
I was gonna say
Yeah.
he did it in
Okay.
college, but I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna just wait till the
He
season.
didn't, Jay. He didn't. You
Here we
know he
go.
didn't.
Here we go, Jay. Why you said that?
No,
So he did
I'm
Jay
it.
not,
know the truth.
I'm not
Jay,
going there
see,
this year. I'm not
no,
going there.
He
I'm not.
Jay
he
know
did
the
I'm not.
truth. See, Jay
it.
know the truth. See, Jay don't want
I'm not.
the truth.
Eh,
He did it. Trust me, he did
Gold
it.
don't want to hear that shit. I tell you that now.
No,
He don't want to hear
no,
that.
He
because
did it in college, Go. He did it.
who hit? Oh, watch this. Here's the funny part: the higher percentage quarterback to hit the guy going across the middle was Bryce Young, not no other guys. Not Anthony Richardson, not CJ, not any other quarterback in the draft. So yeah, he may be short, but he finds a way.
Yeah.
Do y'all
That's
remember that
because they
play where
run an
he
RPO system. It's designed for it.
did y'all remember that play where he was running to the right and his running back was behind him and then the defender was in front of him, but he pitched it back to his running back? Wasn't that a read option or no?
That's option. That's what they call option.
That's just an option
Yeah,
play.
Okay.
Yeah,
yeah, it's an
that's
option.
an
But the
option
thing
play.
about it is, yeah, the thing about it is, these guys are not. They're so trapped in a certain way that the play design has to be. You got to unlock your mind, man, and realize that as long as the play is set up to relieve that pressure, and he knows where to go, that's what's important. Not necessarily he has to run the ball, but I think people keep forgetting he can run the ball. We don't want that, but he can.
Yeah.
Okay, but see, okay, if I'm defensive coordinator and I got the
Here we
person
go.
and I got the person, if I'm gonna lock your receivers, I'm gonna play man on them. Real aggressive, I'm gonna play man on 'em. Bump run. I'm gonna hold him up at the line and throw his timing off. That's the first thing I'm gonna do. And then if I got the personnel now that can take that pocket and push it from the front, I'm talking about set them two guards in Bryce Young fucking lap.
Hmm.
I'm gonna let my defensive ends is gonna eat all day on his little ass.
You're right. Guess what's happened then, though? Seam route up the middle. You keep forgetting about that. We got Jake. We got the tight end to go run seam route. Come on, bro.
Okay, okay,
Come on. Come on now.
okay. I'm saying I hope they got an answer for everything anybody's gonna because they're gonna throw this shit at him.
That's true. Everything you're saying is true. I'm just saying, if you choose the quarterback that can actually work within that pressure, is the guy we chose.
Yeah.
Okay.
The Panthers better get used to trying to make people punishing motherfuckers for daring to come against and do that. Because, I mean,
Okay.
like you said, if you're going to send a linebacker, you better punish their ass for doing it. You're going to have to make them, be a little more hesitant when they come across because you say, okay, yeah, they like to do this in this episode, and we know Bryce Young isn't going to get on the run but so much. But if we send that linebacker, he's going to be able to hit Hayden Hurst across the field with that seam that Wiley talking about. You
And Q.
got to make them pay.
Q,
Yep.
that's why I can't wait till the season start because I want to see what the coaches is gonna do with this offense.
Hey,
I'm not buying
Oh
what the fans are saying.
yeah,
We got a
there you
juggernaut.
go.
We got a
Yep.
juggernaut as like play calling and coaching. No, I want to see it. Let me see it first, and then we
Okay.
can talk about
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
they got
Hey,
experience, but we need to see
yeah,
it with this group of guys.
Correct. Correct. We got all the players. We got the scheme. Is the coaches willing to take the opportunity to attack the defense? And if you listen to all of them, just like on defense, they're talking about putting the pressure on the offender. So if you're the defender on offense, you put the pressure on them, and that's different than we ever had before. All we did before was put the pressure through running the ball. In this case, we can put the pressure on. Can you cover all these guys and stop the run?
Well, we ain't got all the players on defense. I know that.
I think our defense is it's for mobile quarterbacks. To be honest, I don't think it was made to stop the run. You on mute?
You don't think so?
You on mute, Kendall?
I, I'm gonna tell you like this. This defense here is made to stop the run because you get Derek Brown, you get Tuttle, you bring Williams and those guys. Those are all run stuffers. Those are big bodies in the middle. And then you go out and you go draft a guy like DJ Johnson, and you tell this cat, number one, did y'all catch what they said in the interview the other day? He said, pass rushing to him is a privilege. He must stop the run first, and that's his number one job.
But
So
Q,
Ding dong.
when a cat commits to stopping the run like how he has, if you
Yep.
haven't seen that cone practice when he was in practice the other day, this nigga was so tenacious. He was beating ass in practice, bruh.
Oh
And
yeah.
I'm sitting here looking like, bruh, relax. It's just a test dummy. Relax. The nigga angry. I don't know why
Yep.
he's so angry.
I
I
Hey, that's
like
what you
it.
want. That's what you want.
I mean
His attitude different.
Q, I get it, but before we added those pieces, was we stopping the run
Oh yes.
Last
So
year, we
consistently?
struggled.
last year.
Consistent. We would stop it at points, but I'm talking about consistently. Was
No,
we
no,
And
stopping the
that's
run?
why I think they upgraded this line because they needed an upgrade in the middle
Right.
with big bodies.
That's why.
Yep.
That's why I say that defense. I don't see it as stopping the run. I feel like it was for mobile quarterbacks because we got
No, no.
hybrid at defensive end and linebacker. Like we could blitz with our linebacker or cover the whoever come out the backfield. That's why I
But
say it's not able to stop the run. But sometimes we
what you
did.
what you're talking about is you're talking about the outside linebackers. But if you look at the
Our
defensive
pass
end,
rushing linebackers. Yeah.
yeah. But if you look at the
Okay.
defensive ends, if you look at the defensive end and the 3-4, the guys we got, the average size is around 300 pounds. They can stop the run, bro. They can stop the run. So now we have three
can y'all
guys
hear me?
we got you.
Yeah, yeah, we
There's
get you.
yeah, yeah. There's three guys
Okay.
that are 300 pounds
They,
versus two guys that were 300 pounds last year.
now the Panthers just signed Gray Jennings, Antoine Jackson, and Jordan Thomas, outside linebacker, defensive end, and another wide receiver.
See,
Steady signing his
see,
receivers. They
see,
steady getting his
and
receivers in the door.
and
That's
they
why I
trying
had
to
to
get
tell
the
y'all another
and they
wide
trying to get
receiver,
the light.
6'1",
Huh.
216, two
See,
years experience. Just come sign him off the coach.
see, he can run Frank Reich's system. I'm just saying they're gonna do a mixture there, and I think some of those guys that we think gonna be on the team, like on the lower end, they're gonna be off the team. And it may be my guy Preston. I like Preston, but he may be off the team.
No,
Yeah, they
you
talking
love
about him.
Preston, boy.
Yeah,
God
they
Oh
talking
my
damn.
about him.
God!
I'm back.
I
But see, that's the thing though, Wiley. He's not their guy.
I know, I know,
Who
I
y'all
know.
talking
They're
about?
signing their guys.
Preston Williams.
Preston
Even in a
Williams.
utility type situation, this guy right here is their guy.
He came from
True,
the
you're
Dolphins,
right.
didn't
Yeah, he came from the Dolphins.
he? Yeah, he's a
Yes, sir.
speedster. We just got to see him on the field.
Yeah, he did good with the Dolphins, and he played mainly in the slot, even though he's 6'5". So yeah, it's an interesting situation we're in. And I think we're in the best situation we've been in shit.
Ever.
Probably, yeah. I've never seen us like
Ever.
this. Even when we
Yeah.
started, and I've been here from the beginning, we ain't look like this.
Yeah,
And
facts.
and think about it like this. This piece that I was telling Q, we need to set up a show where we look at the 3-4, or we look at Denver versus what we have, and also look backwards to the 95 through 97 the way Don Capers like to employ his guys, and look at those outside linebackers and defensive ends and see how they played, so we get a better idea of what we're dealing with.
Well, and then I'm gonna tell you too, it was better talent as far as the end position.
Was that
I
back
know
then?
that already. Yeah, back
Well,
then.
back, it was no, it was outside linebacker. So we got Latham from the Oilers, and Latham, boy. And I was telling Q, if we could get my man DJ Johnson to play like Latham, oh my God, we got a monster. We need to do that show, Q, so we can show them Latham and all those guys because everybody
Let's
talking about
do it.
Sam Mills. Yeah, they talk about Sam Mills, which Sam was great,
Yeah,
but those
it was
outside
better talent.
linebackers.
Yeah.
Hey, but who was the other outside linebacker? Green, Kevin Green. So we
Kevin
had
Green.
Latham and Green. Yeah, we had Latham and Green on the outside. Man, those dudes was eating.
Hell, by that time you Reggie White.
No, he came later.
And
He
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 came
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 later.
later.
97.
Okay,
That was
okay, okay,
97.
okay.
I'm talking about 95, 96.
That was the 4-3. Yeah, when we went to the 4-3 when Reggie came. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Correct. We were the 3-4 then. Yeah. I'm just
Yeah,
telling you,
man.
man.
Wiley.
It was amazing.
We got to make that happen. If you're free Saturday, we can do that defensive breakdown
Let's
Saturday
do that.
morning.
Let's do that Saturday morning. What I'll do is I'll do my research so we have it all up, and we can.
Sir,
I'll make sure I'll try to get my computer so I can share what the tabs so we can see each one. Because when we
yes,
break this
sir.
thing down, I think it'll make guys realize the way the team is built now, and with the athletes we have, we finna. The, they're not giving the credit we finna get. We finna get some credit. We finna snatch some motherfucking soul.
And
Yes, sir.
I'm still looking at 1 year removed though. One more year, Evero put this thing together. I think he just laying a motherfucking foundation. But
Yeah,
one
yeah.
more year, and with it, like you said, when they give him people that he can switch out this and that, this and that. I don't think y'all will see that drop off in the fourth quarter like you've been seeing.
I don't think we're going to see it because of the players we picked up, but you're right. It's going to get better year two. But we're
Hmm.
the only team in the NFC South that's playing a 3-4. Everybody playing a 4-3. So we're going to shock those guys.
Yeah.
All right, my bad. I want to correct something I said earlier about Thomas Brown. Thomas Brown said he will coach from the sideline this year, and he confirmed that head coach Frank Reich will be calling plays.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. Either way
Okay.
is good for me.
They both gonna be calling plays. I ain't
Yeah,
worried
they're
too
going to be
much.
calling play. I think by the middle of the season, he's going to give up the play calling. He just want to show that Brown earned it. It's some weird shit.
Yeah.
But fellas, we is a good conversation today, man. Like hey, Q and Wiley gonna do a morning show. Then you still got the NFC South Roundtable going on Saturday. So that's two shows coming on Saturday right here on Black Cat Panther Podcast. We still got Thursday night show. Join me tomorrow, 12:30. Gonna be talking again. Uh Wiley, what you got, buddy?
Hey, go. All y'all guys, I keep saying it, but 2024 in Germany and Munich, we need to have as many guys from Panther Podcast in Germany. We need to do a live show from Munich. And I got contacted by PMP, so we're gonna make sure that PMP is there too, because they're gonna be there. We have one big
Okay.
podcast, all of us
All
together,
right.
in Munich, and show the people in Germany that are fans that hey, we travel and we're here to support them. And what I'll do is with Q, when we do these Saturday shows, we'll start showing
Uh,
that Germany is not what people think they are. They're football fans, and I will show as we go along. Like Jake Delhomme came from Frankfurt, and Jake Delhomme, when he came from Frankfurt, he had a pass percentage of 67% from the pocket. He wasn't a scrub when he went to the Panthers.
I agree. No
That's
one.
true.
I agree, Drought.
So if y'all see we getting ready to do some big things around here, man. We definitely joining some of all these podcasts, man. Y'all gonna see a bunch of shows that's gonna run together with a bunch of people over here. We're gonna be over there. I mean, you know what I'm saying? It's one Panther Nation. J Issue, what you got going on, bro?
But y'all closing it out?
Yeah, I'm gonna do these final thoughts.
Got you. Now I ain't got nothing to say. Just I just appreciate the welcome. Salute the panel. Everybody like and subscribe.
No doubt, no doubt.
Yes, sir.
Pop, talk to me.
I'm gonna keep it simple, man. Keep it pounding.
All right. Q, what's good?
Man, you already know what time it is. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, comment, show us that love, man. It's the Black Cat Panther Podcast. We got so much cooking up for you guys. Today was to talk about receivers, and it flowed into an overwhelming conversation, man. And I love it because we get to really pour our emotion out as Panther fans, and you get to really see it. So I'm here for it. We got our show coming back tomorrow. Goat Talk is going to be back Thursday night. Already. We're going to be getting into it. A lot of new and fresh ideas for you guys on the way. I'm going to also be looking to, do some more collabs, man. Get some of these other guys over here and
That's
showing you
that's
guys y'all worth it.
most
You know,
Definitely.
so I can't wait, man. And we got ourselves Goat. I think Goat talked about it. We got ourselves a meet and greet that's going to be on the way for the Colts game. Also, if y'all want to meet up, I will be going to the Saints game on Monday night. I will also be at the Colts as well as the Dallas Cowboy game. So to anybody that want to meet up and link with your boy, I will be at those three games this year.
Yeah, the
That's it.
Cowboy tailgate is gonna be on fire. So
Yes, sir. Me and Goat throwing that one for everybody.
yeah, we're gonna drop another banger on Mudding Outlaws. Y'all go to Mudding Outlaw TV. Go ahead and subscribe, man. Like that thing. We're gonna drop another banger probably for y'all Thursday, man. Thursday, probably Thursday noon, sometime noon, 12:30. Another Mudding Outlaw segment is going down. Go over there, please. Mudding Outlaw TV. Like and subscribe. Other than that, tomorrow I'm gonna see y'all out of here. Breathe through the trees, taking all the leaves.
Peace.